What up, what up, what up, though? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You back in the lab with your man, marqnash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beat on. You back in the lab with your man, marqnash. He is I am. Sorry about that. All right. But yeah, man, this gonna be a good one. This gonna be a good one, baby. This gonna be a good one. Y'all see the thumbnail. You know what we on. You know what we came for. And y'all know what we about to do. Check 1, 2. How the audio sounds? The music too loud? Is the music too loud? Let me know. Uncle Kenny, what up, though? Uncle Kenny in this thing. Y'all found me. Y'all found me on the backup page. I heard you was looking for me. Guess what? I was looking for you, too. What up, though?
What up?
Oh, man, what up, what up? Let me know how these sound. Are they too loud?
What up?
What's popping? What's popping, Uncle Kenny?
What up?
What up, Sir Senior? This is Boxing MMA 365 all day, every day. What up, though?
What up?
All right, man. Yeah. Mir, what up?
What up?
Make sure I get y'all mods set up over here. Man, y'all see the title. Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all know what we're talking about. Fanboys. Here we go again. Okay, somebody said the drops are loud. I'll turn the drops down. Let me try it again.
What up? What up?
How about now? Is that still good? Let me know. We'll figure it out. We back in the original setup right here. You know what I'm saying? With the lights and everything flickering around me. Man, we got to talk about it. We got a couple good topics on the docket. We on the backup page. As y'all know, your man got a strike on Saturday. YouTube was like, snipe my show down. But it's all good. It's all good. We should be back up and running in no time. According to the guidelines, I'm supposed to be down for 90 days. 90 days. 90 days. Nah, baby. You what?
You what?
90 days? I ain't gonna have it. I ain't having it. Y'all ain't gonna have it neither, right? So it ain't gonna take us the whole 90 days. I actually got we'll talk about it later. So we got a couple topics on the docket. We gotta jump right into it. All right, so they said the sound effects are good now. Cool. So what up? What up?
What up?
We got to talk about it, man. Fanboys screaming robbery and racism after every loss. We're also going to talk about Anthony Joshua said that's some BS. He said that's some BS. He said he ain't taking no step aside money. Also, the WBA has said, oh, we back on, baby. The fight is back on. So yeah, we're going to talk about all this and more. Appreciate everybody pulling up. He said, damn, you should have paid your dues. Yeah, I should have paid my dues, brother. Yeah, I got a strike. And when you get a strike on a live show, they take your channel for 90 days, man. You can't do lives. You only can do an upload for 90 days. So we'll talk about it. It ain't going to take me 90 days, though. Not at all. To keep it 1,000 with y'all, your boy already got the strike removed. But YouTube hasn't reinstated the live thing yet. They escalated the case, so we should be up by tomorrow, give or take, no later than Wednesdays. But got the strike on Saturday, got it removed today. So God don't make mistakes. I make a lot, obviously. So look, let me run this counter. I'm gonna run the counter for the intro. Should we run the counter for the intro? Do we need to run the counter for the intro? Nah, we can just keep it running. Let me just run a 30-second intro. Now that y'all know what we're talking about, and I'll be back in 30 seconds. Let's get it. It's your man Marq Nash breaking beats. Hell of a show plan for y'all. Let's talk about it.
This that squad sound.
Ashley, I need to run in there and grab me a cup of ice. So I'm gonna run the 5-minute counter, but I ain't gonna be gone for 5 minutes. So bear with me. Let me grab me a cup of ice, and we about to chop this thing up. I promise you. You don't want to miss this one. Everybody want to claim racism when they favorite fighter lose. Oh, I'm gonna drop the link and I'm gonna open the phone line too. I need to take the calls for y'all. Because some of y'all are gonna agree, some of y'all are gonna disagree. And that's fine. As long as we can keep it civil, we can have a good conversation. Oh man, this is gonna be a good one. I'm looking for my boy from DC though. My boy from DC told me Gary's gonna win this fight. He said, I can't wait to call you after the fight, Marq Nash. You gonna eat them words. Nah, bruh. He lost, bruh. Yeah, he lost, bruh. Let me get the phone line open over here. All right, 470-705-9507. I'm gonna open the phone lines right away. Just bear with me, guys. Let me run in here and grab me a cup of ice because push the show back, but man, I kind of fell off a little bit. So give me less than 5 minutes. Let me run and grab me a cup of ice. I'll be right back. And we're gonna start this show.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bush, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up, my boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hooks here so ratchet, these hooks here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash, take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay.
All right, I'm back, man. Just like that, I'm back. Told y'all, I don't need the whole 5-minute counter today. I'm in rare form. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Let's talk about it. Let me put this thumbnail up on the screen so y'all can see what I mean when I say these things. Look, fanboys are screaming racism and robbery after every damn loss. You guys are bad for the sport, man. I got to say it. Some of you guys are bad for the sport. Now, look, I ain't saying all of you, but I am going to say some of you guys. You guys are ruining the sport with this, man. Every time your favorite fighter loses, it got to be a robbery or some racism. Puro, what up? Puro, I told you, boy. I told you I got that strike on Saturday. They removed it today, homie. I told you I can help you with that. I'll send you a copy. Yeah, they removed it today, but I should have my privileges back to go live on the main channel because I didn't even know. I just got the letter saying, okay, they removed the strike, but yeah. They stopped me from going live tonight because YouTube hasn't reinstated it. But yeah, strike gone just that quick, homie. So yeah, man, we got to talk about it. No damn racism. You damn right, Uncle Kenny. Now, Uncle Kenny, you biased though, because they're gonna say, well, you got a bias. They're gonna say, well, you know, Caucasian folks don't want to talk about racism. Man, Uncle Kenny be over here every damn night. He ain't on that bullshit. Stop it. Excuse my French, but I'm in France. Or I'm sipping some French. All right, let's talk about it, man. Why is it every time, it got to be the racism or the spirit of the ancestors wasn't with him that night? Come on, bro. He lost. Now, did he lose a close fight? Yes, it was close. Was it competitive? Yes, it was close. It was competitive. But a robbery? Bro, robbery, y'all, robbery, hold this for me. You're disrespecting the sport, homie. You're embarrassing yourself. But it's never no robbery or racism when your guy win. You know what I'm saying? Like, your favorite fighter win, he kicked his ass. Your favorite fighter lose, he was robbed. We got to stop this, man. We got to stop the madness. And I'll be the first one. I'll jump out there first. I mean, what they gonna do? Take my channel? Come on, bro. It happens. Now, look, did Gary Russell put up a valiant effort? Yes. Did he show the heart of a champion? Yes. Did he show? Yes, I can go out there even injured. I could probably beat most guys with one arm. Yes, he showed he got heart. He showed, man, he got grit. He got the will to win. And at the end of the day, he lost. Was it a close fight? Yeah. Competitive? Yeah. I got a survey in the chat. I'm asking you guys, why y'all think Gary lost? Y'all tell me why y'all think Gary lost. Somebody out there said, here we go. Gary lost because he landed less punches. Simple as that. He landed less punches. The other choice is Gary lost due to injury and inactivity. Yeah. Yeah. That's very possible. Then here we go. Now we got to put this up here. They said Gary won, but was robbed due to racism. Bruh. Stop it. But okay, I'll play along. Let's play the game. I'll play the game. You want to play? Let's play. The other choice was Gary won, but was robbed by the PBC and WBC. That's what y'all thinking out there. That's what I'm seeing in these YouTube streets. Neighbors, everyone in the neighborhood. I think it's fair to say we got to agree to disagree. Got my first call. 404, you got the flow. What's your name? Where you calling from, family?
This is Bakari calling from Atlanta.
Hey, brother Bakari, how you doing, my G? Salute.
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, I'm just chopping it up about some boxing, man. Do you think Gary Russell was robbed? If so, was he robbed due to racism?
Yes, Gary Russell was robbed. The brother from South Africa was robbed, too. Now
he definitely got robbed.
Watch this. I heard you mention, not just you and other people who say they feel Gary Russell lost. I heard you bring up punch stats. So I'm going to ask you a question. Did you watch the fight?
Yes, sir. I was right here. I was covering the fight.
Okay, good. If you watch the fight, do you think that punch stat numbers were accurate?
I didn't see the punch stat numbers after the fight, though. So I wasn't looking at them in real
time. I know. Do you think they were accurate? Because I heard you and the other guy who was over on your panel the other day after the fight mention it. Do you think those numbers were accurate?
Close, but they're never 100% accurate. It's always a room for error.
Those punch stat numbers weren't even 15% accurate. That man did more missing than anything.
He did miss a lot.
He did more punching. He threw more punches because Gary Russell only had one arm. Gary Russell gave that dude a boxing lesson with one hand. I don't know why people. So I guess defense only count when you're Floyd Mayweather. Now, all the Floyd Mayweather got all the credit in the world for defense.
Yes, he did.
So why Gary Russell don't get the same credit for his defense?
I gave him credit.
No. See, the reason I say you didn't give him credit because you mentioned the punch stats.
Oh, that counts though. That still counts though.
If you mentioned the punch stats, now watch this. And what they did was, I heard y'all saying, I heard a few people say, he landed 24 punches in this round and 13 punches in that round. But that's 2 rounds. Those punches don't count for the other round.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a round by round. You got to judge it round by round.
So when you go round by round, and the first thing Showtime did, since we want to act like there was no racism and bias, the first thing they did at the end of the fight was put up how many jabs the other guy threw compared to Gary Russell. Well, Gary Russell only had one arm. His jab arm was hurt, so we know he didn't throw no jabs. But that was the first number that was put up, was to show you, look at the amount of jabs that he threw.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Russell counted him for about 6, 7 with the straight because he just kept coming forward. He didn't even know how to cut off the ring. Gary Russell would slip and hit him to the body. Even Abner Mares was the only one on the panel. That was the only one up there that told the truth. Abner Mares was like, Gary Russell's making him miss and he's landing punches. That guy, he did a lot of swinging, but he was missing. He landed some punches maybe the first 2 rounds. Gary Russell figured him out. He didn't land nothing. And if anybody used those punch stat numbers, it's either they didn't watch the fight or they are biased themselves. Because if you use the punch stats for that fight and talked about how many punches he landed in his power shot, obviously you didn't watch the fight, or you let the TV commentating sway you into a way how you should see the fight.
No, I don't even watch it with the sound, my brother. You know, I don't even watch it with the sound because I do the commentary. So I don't even have no sound.
Oh, I got that's right. You do commentary. My bad. I apologize. I ain't trying to step on what you do, my man. I apologize, bro.
You ain't even got to apologize to me. It's natural, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I forgot. But you know what, though? No, but seriously,
let's get back on the punch stats, though.
I think Gary Russell won. I think, me personally, I think Gary Russell won that fight. And if anybody want to say I'm biased, that's okay, because I can name my favorite fighters in order. Gary Russell, number 1. Tank Davis, number 2. Then probably Keith Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence, Ugas. I can name them in order. So I can name mine in order. So if somebody
hold Gary in very high regard.
Huh?
Damn, you hold Gary in a high regard. You got him pound for pound over Tank, over Bud, over Spence. Wow.
So I say he's my favorite. He's my favorite fighter.
Okay.
You know, my favorite don't always be the best, even though I think Gary Russell is as good as anybody in boxing.
Let me say this.
Could be better. His hand speed, his knowledge, his quickness, but he is my favorite fighter, though. He don't fight enough for me.
Brother McCarty, let me ask you a question. So what did you score the fight?
What did I score the fight? I had Tank winning 7 rounds. I mean, not Tank. I said Tank. I had Gary Russell winning 7 rounds to 5. No, honestly.
7-5.
Yeah, I had Gary Russell winning 7 rounds to 5.
So the judges only got it off wrong by 1 round then.
Yeah.
One judge got it off by 1 round, and the other 2 judges only got it off by 2 rounds.
Yeah, but I had Gary Russell winning 7 rounds to 5.
7-5. That's 1 round away from a draw. How's that a robbery then? That means that's one judge who's seeing it from the other side of the ring. See this guy throwing all the punches, can't tell if he hitting or missing. And the other judge,
there was 2 judges, because 2 judges gave it to him. That's what made it a robbery.
They gave it to him by 1 round, though, bro. 1 round.
I'm saying 7-5 could be nice, but it's 7-5. Gary Russell said he won 9-3. But you go back and look from the 4th round.
He said 10-2. He said 10-2 or 9-3.
He said 10-2 or 9-3. But if you go back and you watch from the 4th round on, from the time when Gary Russell hurt his right hand on that jab, hurt his right shoulder on that jab, go watch the next 6 rounds and tell me a clean shot, 6 rounds in a row, and show 1 clean shot that he landed, that whatever the guy named landed.
Marq.
You can't see no clean shots that he landed. None. All of the clean shots was coming from Gary Russell, counting them with the left hand.
Gary did land clean shots. The other guy, he did land more volume shots. And it's all about what kind of fight you're looking to score. Now, I agree with you. In Las Vegas, I told my guy, that guy Clips, I see him in the chat. He got a question for you too. We seen in Vegas, I told somebody, I said in Vegas, he might have got a draw. In Brooklyn, he might have got a draw. Because they have been conditioned with certain styles of fight. Now, Atlantic City, I didn't know those judges like that. I don't know what they're looking for. Like certain times when I see the name Dave Moretti up there, I know he's gonna reward the slick boxer, the counter punching, the elusiveness, making them miss. But some of those judges don't score that. But when you say something is a robbery, but it's only off by 1 round, it's only 1 round. It's not a robbery.
So let me ask you a question.
A robbery, if they would have gave the fight 12 rounds to 0, that's a robbery. The robbery is Lucas not getting a knockdown. They asking the ref after, do you see the knockdown? He watching right on the camera. Hey, look, knew he was lying. He moving his towel, boop, slapped himself in the face with the towel. I was like, God don't like you. The boxing guys don't like you doing that. He was like, I ain't see no knockdown.
But let me ask you one question before I let you go, man, because you're doing a good show. And I don't want to.
I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the discourse too.
So let me ask you one question, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going back in the past. Who do you think won the first fight, Maidana or Mayweather? The first one.
Mayweather.
So what's now?
He beat him both times.
Go back and watch that fight. Then go watch Gary Russell fight and tell me the difference in the fight. Maidana threw way more punches.
No.
Maidana.
Floyd threw more. Floyd was throwing punches, bro.
Madonna threw more punches.
No, I'm saying Floyd was landing though. Floyd was throwing his jab. Floyd was jabbing to the bottom, jabbing to the bottom, hooks to the side, hooks to the left. Yeah, Floyd, and then Madonna got tired.
So watch this. If Floyd can get all that credit for going to the body and going to the head and slipping shots, moving to the left, moving to the right, why don't Gary Russell get the same credit? Because if you gave Gary Russell the same credit, if we judge on who it is, because you can give it to Floyd, but if you judge the same way, there's no way anyone who judged and say Mayweather won the first fight against Madonna can look at this fight and say Gary Russell didn't, because he did this. The only difference was Gary Russell only had one arm. But
Floyd
he did the same thing.
Floyd took off as that flight
made him miss. He slipped. He controlled the ring.
Did he make him pay? Because there was times where Floyd was slipping, making him miss, make him pay. I didn't see Gary made him miss a lot, but he didn't make him pay.
So you gonna tell me Gary wasn't slipping and hitting him with that left hand?
6 times in a round. 6 times in a whole round. Or 4 times. Or some rounds it was only 2 shots.
Okay, so watch this. If Gary slipped and made him hit 6 and hit him 6 times, he didn't land nothing. He wasn't landing no punches. He was just swinging and missing.
Not all night, man. He was landing some shots. It was
No,
some of them.
right. You know, he swung and missed for about 8 rounds, for about between 6 and 8 rounds in a row. That's all he was swinging and missing. The commentator screaming, "Oh, it looked like," even when he hurt his arm, they screamed, "Oh, it looked like he hurt Gary. He really hurt him." I'm like, he hurt himself with a punch.
I got a question from the chat for you. They said, ask him if he think Gary Russell Jr. should have let himself heal before stepping in the ring.
Honestly, Gary Russell, I would say yes, but Gary Russell probably know why Gary Russell needed to get in the ring and fight. Ain't fought in 2 years. That $500,000 sounds good.
I said the same thing, bro.
You know, it's easy for me and you to say yeah.
No, it ain't easy for me to say that, because I go in there and fight right now for $500,000. Hey, look, and I don't know how I'm gonna make 126 pounds. Look at my face. Look at these big old cheeks up in me. Pause. How I'm gonna make 126 pounds, but I'm gonna try for $500,000. I'm gonna be in there looking sickly as hell.
I don't know if you ever seen me, but you ain't the only one for $500,000. For $500,000, I got to lose 100 pounds. But
yeah, I'm gonna be out there. Hey, look, I'm gonna be out there, bro. I'm gonna be out there smoking some of that ooey, trying to lose that weight.
But I'm afraid Gary Russell Jr. is not going to get his rematch.
He's not. I wouldn't give him a rematch.
Well, but he should have to. Why not?
Because he almost beat my guy with one arm. He only lost by 1 round with one arm. Hell no, I ain't giving him no rematch. But also, when would the rematch occur, Brother Bakari? Next year?
He ain't lying,
because Gary got to get surgery, or he needs surgery.
Russell is hurt. He got to heal up.
Absolutely. Well, my brother, you are more than welcome to click the link and join the panel, because some people are going to disagree with me more, and it's good to hear somebody to disagree with. Because I don't like that echo chamber. I don't like people always up here just, you right, daddy, tell them what you said. You said what you said. You said, you right, Mark. I like when I hear people like, nah, Marq, you got this one wrong, especially when we can disagree respectfully.
Bro, let them know they can disagree with you and you still love them, and you can still be partners and disagree.
Absolutely. Now, when you get up here calling me a band, or you a BA, you know what I'm saying? You don't like your own folks, you a coon. I'm like, damn, I got to be all that because he lost the fight?
Nah, you know what?
You can't even call Gary Russell. You can call me every night when I'm live. You can't even call Gary Russell.
Yeah, I wouldn't call you that because you say you feel Gary Russell lost the fight.
Oh, yeah, they're going to call me that.
What I
Stick
feel
around
I
for the
saw,
show.
And you're stating what you feel you saw. The judges said what they. But did you see what Steve Farhood scored the fight?
No, I don't. No, I think he had it like 116, right?
He had it 8 rounds to 4, for 8 to 4, 9 to 3 for
nah, he ain't beat him like
MAGSAYO.
that. MAGSAYO, nah, he didn't beat him like that. Competitive, entertaining, but I'm just saying, man. Why do we always have to say it's racism, like in robbery? How does the foreigner get robbed by the American?
See, the thing about you
and it's their promotion.
Have a conversation on your thing because everybody is honorary white. All you have to do, you say you don't watch it with the sound up. This is what you do. You say you want to know. Go listen to the fight with the sound up, and you can tell who they were pulling for. Go listen to it, and you can tell who they were pulling for. It's always that way. Everybody be honorary white when they fight a black person. Now, I can go back. I can name. You can go back and you can name just about any fight when they was fighting anybody. You talking about American? Go back and look and see when Floyd Mayweather fought the fake boxer, the MMA guy who went. I can't even say the Irish dude. Look and see who they were pulling for. See, y'all see American, everybody else see race. I'm just saying, I'm being honest.
So
who
will be
they were pulling for?
So who will be the one to make the call to the judges? The WBC? Is it the promoter? Is it Al Hammond? Like, who's the one that who's put the fix in?
Look, I don't. I'm saying, look, this one. I think Gary Russell won. Do I say somebody put a fix in? No, the judges don't see everything I see because I'm watching it on TV. I can get instant replays. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying nobody put no fix in.
I'm gonna just say this.
There's been some people on YouTube saying Al Hammond and Floyd Mayweather put the fix in because they were tired of Gary Russell. I don't know about that. I don't even get into it like that. I hope they didn't.
They don't even know, bro. None of these people ever even heard Al Hammond speak, but all of a sudden he has such a vindictive personality.
Yeah.
You never even heard the man speak. The oldest, look, he's Kaiser Soze of the boxing thing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen no picture of him in what? How many years? It's that same old picture of him like this. You know, smiling with his mouth all open. Other than that, like, come on, bro.
You know what? They can say he's the worst person in the world, but he'll put people in position to make money. He'll put people in position to be champ. He'll look out for people. I'm talking about in this boxing sport, when you see it. I don't know if he's a vindictive person or not. I don't know, but I just hear a lot of people saying that. I can't sit here and tell nobody that I studied Al Hammond and know his personality like that.
Right. And they want to put this body on this man and say he did this to a brother. For what? Didn't Gary bring
like I said, man, like I said, the judges don't have everything that we have. They at the fight right there. So
exactly.
They don't have the instant replay. They don't have all the angles that we gonna have when they showing it over. Now that referee, they showed him the instant replay and he still couldn't. Didn't no punch land. You could just tell he was just cheap. Like maybe somebody paid him. I don't know.
All right. Well, all right, man. I appreciate you calling. You got anything you want to plug and promote? I'm gonna see if we can get another call.
I mean, go ahead, my brother, man. I'll just listen to you, man. One love, man. I like what you're doing. Always give you respect, my brother.
All right, drop a comment in the chat so I can mod you up over here. This is the backup channel. You know they gave me a strike on Saturday, right? For my commentary.
Yeah, I saw them take your channel down.
Boy, they took it down bro. We had like over 2,800 people in there. But it's my fault. I used their thumbnail. You can get a strike for using the thumbnail. I did not know that, but I got a strike for using their thumbnail. I thought it was because of the other things we were doing. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, here you go. but that's neither here nor there. But we got it taken care of. So we'll be back on the regular. They took the strike back down today. So simple as that.
I saw your thing when you posted up. You got your LLC. You getting everything in order. 2022 gonna be great, man.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nothing but great wishes for you coming from my way, man. I want to see the best. And if there's anything I can help you with, advice or anything that I have and I can help you, all you got to do is reach out to me.
Man, can you co-sign for a loan?
Huh? I said, with anything I can help you with, I might not be able to help you with your loan.
Oh, you can't co-sign for me? Oh, damn. All right.
Because what you got to say, look, because I'm trying to get my loans, because, I got my dump truck business off the ground now. It's been on my vision board for 7 years. I finally got it off the ground, so I'm trying to get some things in order for that.
Man, I got a homeboy that does that here in Atlanta, and he made damn good money with that dump truck removal. But I'll talk to you about that because, look, with my LLC, I can get into any of those businesses the way I got it set up. So holler at me, man. I'm gonna holler at you. My email is in the description block of this and every video. Shoot me an email so I can have your contact. Maybe we can trade some business ideas, and I can maybe give you some ideas on some of the things I'm doing with this LLC to make some money. All right.
All right, bro.
All right. God bless you, my brother. Peace. Good call, man. Good call, man. Shout out to brother Bakari. Shout out to brother Bakari. Oh yeah. Derek, you saw my face. I was like, he said, if it's anything I could do, I help. I was like, can you co-sign for a loan? Let me drop the link out there. If anybody want to pull up, chop it up with me about this. I was gonna go on my long ass rant. Y'all know how I do. I might do an hour, 2 hour rant, but we on the backup channel, so I'll be generous with my time and energy. But I ain't gonna be here all night, like I said, man, because I got other content to drop and chop up. Shout out to that guy Eclipse for pulling up with me. Eclipse, I think he was taking some shots at you, homie. He was like, and I saw you and that other brother. Ooh, he was about to get you clips. I'm glad you weren't on the panel. But let me get these moderated wrenches out to the regulars. For those who don't have them, who should have them. So bear with me, and I'll square you guys away while we're doing the live show. But at the end of the day, man, for the brother Ricardo, when he asked me about the punch stats, they are not 100% accurate, but they pretty damn close. And imagine, like, these the same punch stats, because I like Brother Bacardi, but respectfully, some of those talking points sound like an echo chamber talking points. It's effective aggression, Floyd this, Floyd that. But hey, wait a minute. If your guy, Boots Ennis, let's say Boots Ennis get in the ring and he lands 20 punches, the other guy lands 4. You're gonna be the same one to call into the show and say, Marq Nash, he landed 5 times the amount of punches. He got robbed. That's all I'm saying. The man landed 5 times the amount of punches in round 5. Let's put the scorecard back up. So y'all can see it. Who won round 5? Ladies and gentlemen, who won round 5? Gary Russell Jr. They gave Gary Russell Jr. round 5 when old boy landed 20 punches. 20 punches to 2. Let me throw these wrenches up while I do that. We got my guy, that guy Eclipse in the building. You already know what time it is. Ohio is in the building. Ohio, stand up. What up, though? What's popping? What's happening? Let me give him the drop. What's popping, my G? Talk to me.
Yeah, it did sound like he took a couple shots, but it's all right. Gary Russell's his favorite. We see him.
He was like, he said, that sucker nigga you had up here the other day, I could have. No, I'm joking. He didn't say that.
Oh, I heard him.
I'm instigating. It's a live show. Go ahead.
Yeah. He did have emphasis on and that other guy, But yeah, I mean, he a Gary Russell Jr. fan, and
I am too, though.
Thank you. I am too, but it's like, listen, I'm one of those people that it is what it is. I could love you without lying for you. You feel what I'm saying? And the fact that I love you is all the reason why I'm not gonna lie to you or lie for you. I'm gonna tell you if it ain't popping. I'm gonna tell you, if you need to switch it up. And I said it 1,000 times. I'm gonna keep saying it. I mean, he didn't do enough to win. He made it very competitive, but I really do think a lot of that comes from MAGSAYO's lack of experience. MAGSAYO ain't never in his life seen that type of defensive lateral movement, and Gary Russell knew exactly what to do. And yeah, you gave him 2 hands. You give Gary Russell Jr. 2 hands, this fight would have been over. But if was a 5th, we'd all be lit. The fact is he went in there with an injury. That injury came back and bit him in the butt. And you could also blame it on inactivity. But as far as any of the politics and all like that, like, I don't think that comes into play. I don't really think that comes into play on this one, because this is solely on Gary Russell Jr. because you came in there injured, because you weren't as active as you need to be. You made it a compelling argument for, okay, at the most you might have got a draw, or if you would have won, you probably would have only won by maybe 1 round. But you can't say it was a robbery. How can these refs give it to Marq MAGSAYO? Looking at the numbers, looking at the fight, I don't, I'm a Gary Russell Jr. fan, but no, I'm not going to sit here and toss that narrative out in the universe. No, it wasn't enough.
Uncle Kenny said, shout out to I Know Boston. I Know Boston. What up, though? PGH Big Dog. Check your I think y'all should be wrenched up now. Nick Castellano, you should be good. Uncle Kenny, you should be good. Derek Lincoln, you squared away already. Clips, you should be good. Carlo, you should be good. Um, yeah. All the regular mods, I want to make sure y'all wrenched up on this backup page too. I'm gonna need your help. I hate. Look, we're not judging the fight by the scorecards. I mean, but in real time, you see the guy. All it is lateral movement. I get it. You're defending your title, and people say you got to take the belt from the champ, but the champ got to defend his title too. This is prize fighting, man. You can't just show how good you can make a guy miss all night. And to his credit, Gary didn't throw any jabs after what rounds? He threw what 2 in round 5, 1 in round 6.
Yeah,
And
after
then
round
that,
4 it was done. Yeah, after round 4 it was done.
Okay, let me see. What was this at number? My point to that, Sam, my brother, even still, I got to give him his credit. He made the other guy miss damn near all his jabs too. Let's put that on the screen. When you blow this screen up right here, you see the jabs. Now so Gary threw 2 in round 4, 1 in round 5, and then throw no more. So he didn't land any jabs after round 4. But even still, look how many he made. He made Mateo miss all his jabs in round 4. 17 jabs missed by Mateo in round 5. 11 missed by Mateo in round 6. 19 missed by him in round 2. See, all these judges don't see all of them missing from their vantage point. They see the activity. Mateo was missing. He was missing. But this was not a robbery, though. Because even still, this was a very close fight for a one-armed man. And that's why I said Gary Russell Jr. ain't getting no rematch. I wouldn't give him no rematch if I was Manny Pacquiao. Shout out to my brother D-Ray. What up? Let me wrench him up. Go ahead, Clips.
MAGSAYO definitely does not want a rematch because he knows good and darn well if he's going to give that belt right back. You know, he needs a couple years. He needs to learn a few things. He needs to work on. He needs to work on some stuff. And luckily for him, it's going to take about maybe a year or at least 7 to 9 months for Gary to get his surgery and healed up. You know, ideally. So he's got some time, but yeah. I think, Gary lost, but Gary did give out the lesson. Gary did expose him. And back to Brother Bakari, I cannot compare this with Floyd Mayweather and Maidana. I just can't. I just won't. All right, that Floyd Mayweather Maidana fight, both of them. Floyd was being very elusive. Floyd was being very defensive. But even when Floyd was doing his little back into the corner bullshit and letting you come in so he could do the pull counter, and then roll and then move to the next corner, like you said, he was giving him body work. He was giving him Floyd was giving him work the whole time. And the only thing both fights Maidana had was the clubbing overhand right that he would use. He would come in with either a body, he'd come in either with a left to the body or a little bullshit jab, and then he'd bull rush and try to set up with that clubbing overhand right over Floyd's shoulder to try to hit Floyd on the top of the head or the temple and break him out of his Philly shell. That's all Maidana was doing. Floyd was working. Floyd was whooping that boy. Floyd was clearly frustrating Maidana, and that's why Maidana was getting wild. If you remember in the first fight, it was in the middle of the first fight. There was a couple moments where we thought Maidana was going to go to Victor Ortiz route because he was getting frustrated. Because he was
tried
coming,
to Muay Thai knee and everything.
Right, exactly, because he was coming in getting slapped. Now, yes, Gary Russell Jr. was pot-shotting with the left, but he was not just slapping MAGSAYO. No way in the same fashion that Floyd was commanding the ring and showing ring generalship in the Maidana fights. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna get about the callers.
No, you're good.
But
if anybody want to call in, 470-705-9507, 470-705-9507. Listen, guys, don't get me twisted. Racism is alive and well. I know racism exists. People do get robbed in boxing. I know it. I'm not numb to the fact what's going on out here. I'm very alert. But we can't say this for every fight. You can't say it could have went either way but he got robbed. You can't say, well, it was 7 rounds to 5. That means it's 1 round from making it a draw. That's how the judges had it for the other guy. That means it could go either way. And they gave it to the guy who threw more punches. They gave it to the guy who was more active, who looked like he's chasing the champion. They didn't give the champion any credit for, hey man, you got a bad arm, so I get it. He got a bad arm, so let's work with him. And they don't have to. But we can't point the finger at robberies and racism. The guy has been inactive out of the ring. The guy had an injury. He said himself. He told y'all not to bet on him before the fight. He said, man, I got an injury, shawty. Not yet, Slim. You know what I'm saying, Slim. He didn't even say what the injury was. Damn, I wish I would have known it was the shoulder. 2 weeks before the fight, the arm is gone. The arm goes out within 3 rounds of the fight. Oh, man. 3-4 rounds? Come on, bro.
Yeah, I told you to make that bet. You was right. That body language wasn't right. And I'm telling you, I think this fight was more about that 500,000 than anything else.
Let me give a shout out to the Cash App. Shout out to Nicholas M. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm going to say Milo Salavekchek. Nicholas Milo Salavekchek. I'm going to mess it up. Nicholas, I'm so sorry. But Nikolai, it's Nikolai. It's Nikolai.
Nikolai Mislovich?
Yeah, my brother. Well, thank you for the donation. Let me give you the $10 drop.
A 10, a fucking 10.
Thank you so much, Nicholas. Go ahead, brother Bakari.
Well, what's going on, man? I know I just called in, but I had to get
No,
on
you can call, man. It ain't no limit on this. Let's go. Let's go.
Because this is the thing, right? Because I know I was going to have some people talk when I bring up the comparison with that Maidana Mayweather 1. So the punch stats for Mayweather Maidana 1. Mayweather landed 230 out of 426. Maidana landed 221 out of 858.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
He landed 221 out of 858. Mayweather landed 230 out of 420. He was way more active and he landed just as many. The only thing I'm saying is, what's the difference?
He didn't double. See, he doubled. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you the difference. MAGSAYO, let me put it back on the screen for I love the visual aids. MAGSAYO double Gary in the amount of punches landed. Maidana didn't double Mayweather in the amount of punches landed, bro.
Now watch this, right? So I'm gonna say it again. Now, do I believe those punch stat numbers? But since we talking about this, I'm gonna ask you again.
Yeah, because you're using those punch stat numbers. So let's
I used it because of the conversation was just being okay. But watch this, right? Let's say I agree with Mayweather punch stat numbers. Y'all watch this fight. Now I'm gonna ask you what you saw. Do you agree with those punch stat numbers? From what
I don't know. I don't never agree with 100%.
From what you saw.
No, listen, do you think my brother, you asking me, let me answer. Relax. It's just about to talk. I always tell people on the show when I'm covering the fight, I say, hey man, they missing some punches that landed, and then sometimes I see them giving punches that's landed. I was like, hey, that one didn't land, but they counted it because there's somebody sitting there doing this. I get it. That's why it's a 10%, about 10% window of error. You get what I'm saying? Plus minus. Either way. But regardless, it wasn't no 10% of error in the Mayweather. Like, that's why they still use it, because it's pretty accurate. They got multiple people trying to do it, but it's still going to be an error because they're only sitting in one spot. But my brother, Mayweather, pull it up. Let me pull it up again. Mayweather didn't do, he didn't get doubled in the amount of punches landed, bro. And there's no way we can move around that. Marq MAGSAYO landed 150 to 69. So let's say they off by 15 punches for Marq MAGSAYO, and say they off by 6.9 punches for Gary. 10% error. Up or down, however you want it to go. He got outlanded, bro. Simple as that.
Okay, but what I ask you, okay, so I'm gonna ask again. You watched the fight. How accurate? So you think those punch stats is only off by maybe 15 punches?
10% up or down, either way. Yep. They might have
That's
got
what
credit
you
for 10%, or they might have
I'm
lost
saying
10%.
from what you saw. I'm saying from what you saw in that fight. That's what you
I'm
believe.
talking about all the fights I see.
No, I'm just talking about that one right there. Is that what you believe?
Yes.
You believe? Okay, so you believe the punch that he may have landed 15 less. He may have been, instead of 159, it may have been 145.
And for Gary, Gary might have landed 6 punches less or 6 punches more.
But the difference is
10%.
Gary
10%, brother.
Was clean.
Sir, but it's 10% error either way, up or down. That's what I'm saying. But go ahead.
Who landed the cleaner shots?
Gary might have landed some clean shots, but he might have only landed 2 of those in the round.
He landed 2.
Or he might have landed 4. If he didn't drop that man or wobble that man, he don't win the round for me for, okay, yeah, you snapped his head back. Good shot. Now, what did you do for the next 3 minutes? Oh, no, the other guy landed now. The guy did.
He wouldn't land. You need to watch that again, Mark. I love you like a play cousin, but you need to you need to watch that. That dude did way. He was missing. Like Gary said, he gave him a boxing lesson.
Bakari, we also said he gave him a boxing lesson. We said he did a phenomenal job, but was that job good enough to garner a victory? I mean, realistically, was that really a... can you dispassionately really say Gary Russell did enough?
Won that fight, yes.
Do you agree with Gary Russell that it was 10-2 or 9-3?
Well, you know, on this back, I said 7-5. First time I saw it, in all honesty, the first time I saw it, I said 5 this time, but I watched it twice. I'm saying, but I gave, first time I said 8-4 Gary Russell. I'm saying 5. Maybe he may have won 5. I'm just saying it for here, but I said 8-4 Gary Russell. He was missing. The dude did a lot of swinging, but he was missing. You don't get credit for missing. Gary Russell easily landed the cleaner shots. Easily landed the cleaner shots.
So you don't think that even though he had one arm, he couldn't have been a little bit busier to ensure that this wouldn't have happened?
Well, you know what? You know what? No, I don't know. I think he meant busy as he felt he could be.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Bakari. I think everything that you and Gary Russell said would have some validity if he fought with any true sense of urgency. This man fought like he just knew, well, the boy can't hit me, so let me just go ahead and do this, and yeah. And that's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. Because yes, that boy was missing. You've heard me say 1,001 times, I think he looked so damn inexperienced in there. I thought that was for real. I thought that was exactly what it was. That was an older, experienced fighter showing a young boy what it do. But at the end of the day, when you're only throwing, Mark, please pull up them punch numbers again. How many rounds did he didn't even throw for more than 10 punches, period? Like, this is terrible. Total punches landed. Look at this. Like, he had rounds where 17 punches that he even threw in the 11th round. 19 total punches he threw in the 9th round. Like, this is inactive. And then of those punches that you're throwing, you're barely landing 10 or less % of that. And yes, these are clean pop shots. But to Mark's point, did you see any time that he wobbled MAGSAYO? Do you see any time where he is like, oh, damn, he caught MAGSAYO and MAGSAYO might fall? No. The most he did was snap his head back, pull counter, circle out, and do it again. That's not going to win a fight.
So did it ever look like at one time that Gary Russell was wobbling about to go down?
No, but it looked like he was being outworked. I never said he was. I never said he was.
Because what you're doing, let me show you what you just did. You judged Gary Russell.
I know what I just did. I did it.
I know. So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to paint it for you so you can see it. You said you may have not seen it because you said it. You heard it, right? So what you did was you judged Gary Russell on not landing hard enough shots to wobble him and knock, and he didn't. So since he didn't do that, he couldn't win the round. But
No.
then you just said the MAGSAYO guy, I can't say his name right, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I just
call him
messed up
Marq.
his name. Yeah, Marq. I forget his first name. I'm trying to remember the last name. But Marq, right? Because you didn't say, well, you just said he didn't wobble Gary Russell or look like he had Gary Russell hurt. Even though he was missing, he outworked him. So he's being judged on because he threw the most punches. Gary Russell being judged on because he didn't wobble him or almost knock him down. That's what
Bakari.
you just said.
No,
So
that's
why
not what
ain't-
Bakari.
Break it down.
You're mischaracterizing my words.
No, that's exactly what you just said.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Go
I said
ahead,
Gary,
I'm gonna listen again. Go ahead. We ain't gonna argue. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it again. Say it again.
I said Gary Russell lost due to inactivity and not being busy enough. And although MAGSAYO was not hurting Gary Russell, MAGSAYO was bringing the fight. Most judges do judge fights on aggression. Now, I'm somebody who values ring generalship. I'm somebody who values defensive skill and gamesmanship. However, when you got a guy who's coming at you, swinging, and all you were doing, you're sticking your tongue out, you're moving it, and then you pop it with the left, and then remember, I'm going to shoot him some bell. I'm not even going to hold against him that he don't got the right hand, but I'm still going off the fact this is all you're doing. Meanwhile, you got a guy who, like I said, looked very inexperienced because he's doing everything he can, and it ain't much. But still, he's doing everything he can. That is why I gave the fight to MAGSAYO. Gary Russell acted like he knew he was just as long as he don't hit me, I'm gonna win. No, you got to hit him too. You got to get it.
Boxing is hit and don't get hit.
Oh no, I'm with you on that. But yeah, you got to do something too. And
now I do think Gary Russell. Now I don't know how bad his arm was throughout those. I was like, he needs to at least fake like he can use the right hand.
I agree with you there.
I kept saying fake like you can use your right arm. If you just put it, that could have changed the dynamic of what thing, because that would have changed what the other guy was doing. Because like you said, he had no idea how to cut the ring off. He was just straightforward trying to land hard shots, right?
Yeah, who the hell circles to the left against the southpaw and walks right into the damn wheelhouse of a man who only got a damn left hand? All he had to do was circle to the right, and it could have been a very bad night for Gary Russell.
Man, I would have knocked the hell out of Gary Russell right arm. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I'd have punched him all in that bad arm too.
I would have hit him in his arm.
I would have made him quit.
Yes, I would have hit him in his arm. But Gary should have faked like he could use. Okay, I understand what you're saying, right? But I think Gary should have at least faked like he could use the right hand. If he could have just faked like he could use it. He won't get a rematch, and that's what I'm sad about. He's going to have to go up to 130, hope he can get a fight. People avoided him most of his career. People was allowed to avoid him most of his career. And now he don't have the belt. He was only fighting once a year. So I don't know if he's going to ever get him another big shot out of a belt. I'm a Mr. Gary Russell Jr. fan. And I know people going to call me biased, but I am a Mr. Gary. What you say, Mark? You see?
I see.
Yeah, I'm a Mr. Gary Russell Jr. fan. I love Gary Russell Jr., man, for real. But he should have used it. He should have faked the. I don't know how bad his arm is. Sometimes it might be so bad you can't even fake.
But here's the thing: he didn't train like when you're a skilled fighter like Gary Russell Jr. Like I've seen Floyd get hurt and switch southpaw.
Mm-hmm.
Since you brought up Floyd, I've seen several fighters get hurt and like Andre Ward. I'm just talking about some of the guys we consider great. Like you can go back to before them, where we seen guys. Now, granted, their style and their form it don't look that good. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of old man with the flow. Like they might be standing 1930s going in conventional or like this with the southpaw. Like it don't even look right. But they can, at least they can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy as skilled as Gary Russell don't know how to jab with the left. He couldn't just jab with the left. At some point, switch up and just now. Granted, some would say, okay, well, he ain't got no defense to hold it up, but I mean that guy couldn't look. Gary Russell is clearly the superior boxer, but that night he lost to a fighter who just outworked him. and he almost won with one hand. But like I said before, we can't say this no robbery when we saying like, yo, he only lost by 1 round. By your own words, bro, he only lost by, you know, 2 rounds. Or 1 round could have made it a draw. That's why I keep saying 1 round. You said 115, 113. 1 round go the other way. This is a draw, even by your card. Your card, brother. 1 round. That ain't no robbery.
Not a robbery at all.
It's not a robbery.
And deeper still,
that's perception. That's like you said, implicit bias, because you went into the fight liking Gary Russell. So you had an implicit bias. So, and that's just being fair.
Yes,
I just like to be fair, bro. Like I ain't got.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. When he hurt his right arm, you know what I was sitting there hoping. I'm gonna be honest.
That he got a third arm, like he gonna pull.
No, you know what?
Oh damn, damn. Oh man, put a case on me. Put a case on me. I ain't mean to say it. Sorry about that.
I was hoping he didn't get at that point, because the guy you could see the size difference, right? So I'm hoping the guy don't.
Bro, he looked like a junior lightweight in there. Look at him.
Yeah, I'm hoping the guy don't catch him and hurt him at that point when he really hurt that arm and couldn't raise it and couldn't do nothing with it. Because I'm being honest, man. I agree with the brother on the panel. I don't see his name, but I don't know why he did not circle to Gary Russell, and he just thought he could win one way. Well, he did win that way, but I think he could have made the night easier.
Fair enough. Let me let this guy get some bars off. TSC. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though?
Mark, it's Carlo. What's up, buddy? Strength of the Sports.
It's me, Carlo.
Hey, what's up, going?
Man, what's up? Shout out to the Filipinos. Y'all got another one, baby. On the 27th anniversary of Manny Pacquiao, MAGSAYO brought another one home to the Philippines. How does it feel, champ?
Yeah, it feels good. No, it's just another fighter representing the country, and it's really good because now it's like, you know, it's not just Manny Pacquiao anymore. It's just more fighters, young fighters coming out representing the Philippines, which kind of marked my my words when we're talking about Manny Pacquiao. Is that he really impact the sports in the Philippines, and now he paved his way for young fighters like MAGSAYO and other fighters coming up in the Philippines fighting for a big stage. It was a close fight. I had Marq winning.
You Filipino, so you had him winning 118, 108.
No. It was actually a close fight. For me, it was a close fight. There was a lot of swing rounds into it, but I'm not trying to be biased. But what I'm trying to
you usually fair transcendent sports.
Yeah. I had a 113, 114. That was mine. If Gary had a little bit more input, he would have won easily. He would have actually, I think he's a much more better experienced boxer than MAGSAYO. I really thought it was a close fight. But I think I give it to Marq for 1 point.
Bro, close fight. Look at him. Close, good, bro. Good call. Like I said, I gave it to Marq by 1, maybe 2 rounds.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? By 1, maybe 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But robbery, like I said, we got to do a show one day. We got to do an episode on this show one day about most overused terms in boxing.
Duck robbery.
Duck robbery, exposed, fanboy. Those are my 4 right there. Running. He's running.
Yeah.
Because Gary wasn't, quote unquote, what you saying is running. He was being elusive. That's called lateral movement.
Right.
It's called lateral movement. It's not running.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, it was a close fight from, like I said. Either way, it could have been like really, really close. It could have gone to Gary. I could have given it to Gary if he won a couple more, like maybe 1 round to my scorecard. It was a close fight. It was a good. The thing is, though, it's just really funny is that there's racing play into it. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is boxing, man. This is fight. You know. I guess it's just a lot of fans got their feelings hurt that night, and I understand because I got my feelings got hurt too when Manny Pacquiao got knocked out. But you know, it just shows more as a sport. I think as we as fans, and we own it to ourselves that we can be respectful towards other fans. I think we should start doing that instead of calling that fan a racist, or that fan is like you're betraying your own race, or whatever. It's not right. We got to stop that, and we should stop it at now and just respect each other. It's a fight. They don't live for us. They're the one who's putting their lives on the line. So, just move on.
And shout out to Transcendent Sports on them words. And congratulations, what I'm saying, to all the Pinoys out there. It's a great
buddy,
win.
what's up, going, man? Thanks. What's up, bro?
You already know, Pinoy, man. Hey.
Yeah.
You already know, man. You already know, brother. But listen, man.
Hey, at least I didn't get stuck in the snow again, Yeah. So that's a good thing.
Oh man, it's stupid outside, man. And look, I may have looked outside maybe 4 times today. I ain't dealing with it. I ain't shoveling shit. And listen, I looked outside and said shit. Ain't got to watching TV. But yeah, I just all right. Now when you want to talk robbery, for all the unrepentant illogical Gary Russell Jr. fans, and I'm not gonna lump you into there, Bakari, because I know you got your position and your bias, but at least you can be, at least you can, you can have some logic to it. A robbery was Julio Cesar Chavez versus Meldrick Taylor. That's a robbery. Okay, what happened was this was a close fight where you're listening to 2 Gary Russell Jr. fans and 1 MAGSAYO fan, all in agreement that just, 5 to 6 more punches and 1 or 2 or more of them rounds, and Gary won. This was one of them things where, and then like I've said several times when we talk about stuff like this, I call it the Floyd Mayweather effect. Just because Floyd did it, people think as long as they can do something that's similar or something that looks something like that, they can get that off. No, there were very deliberate things that Floyd was doing in these different fights. When Floyd first started breaking his hand as he transitioned from Pretty Boy to Money, he had over 4 to 5 fights, Mark, where he broke his hand mid-fight. And he would either switch stances or whatever, and he would still use that broken hand, whichever hand he broke. And and even when he was not as active, he was not as inactive as Gary Russell was. And that's what I really think the real problem on Gary Russell's side was. You were just a little too inactive to really with a straight face talk about I won that fight.
10 rounds to 2.
9 or maybe 9 rounds to 3. Seriously?
I won it 10 rounds to 2, 9 rounds to 3. And I think, man, low key, I hate the fact that he turned these fans up, man, respectfully. Like Brother Bakari, and I ain't trying to diss Brother Bakari, but I think if he would have went out there and been humble in defeat, we wouldn't even have all of this. He would have, if he said, "Hey, look, man, the man beat me fair and square. I got injured. Hopefully, I get a rematch because I believe I at least did enough to either retain my title. Got a draw. It was a close fight, but as y'all can see with the official, like he could have just stuck with the official cards. As you can see by the official cards, it was a draw on 1, and it was 1 round away from being a 3-way draw. So I deserve a rematch. I'm the longest running champion. Yada 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 yada. Go into it with that kind of energy. I think you kind of keep the sport sanitized. But once you start all of this, I got robbed. It was 10 to 2, 9 to 3. Bro, you the champ. You the A side in this, right? These your people. You picked. You was in charge of all of this stuff.
And he was not fighting in the Philippines.
Right, bro. So I just be like, man, like I feel like it's a blackout for the sport. Like we keep seeing these guys go in there and lose, even when Figueroa lost to Cool Boy Steph, that fight could have went either way.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
It was back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, granted, Cool Boy Steph would step away. He landed the clean shots, saying them clean shots and snapping Figueroa. Figueroa abandoned the jab. Figueroa would just walk in like this, and he was doing something like this with a jab. Just to throw that right hand. I'm like, that ain't no jab. What is this? That's a cat going meow. That's cat paw. Yeah, he doing like this. He just trying to keep something in your face to blind you. And Cool Boy Steph would see that, duck out the way, but eventually he would take a break on the ropes, and Brandon Figueroa would be doing this. Look like he doing the running man, rock'em sock'em robots. Cool Boy Steph blocking, shooting shots, something in between it, bam, hitting him over the top, hitting him there. I mean, it's a close fight, competitive matchup. But Robbery and to bring racism all the time, it's like the boy cry wolf. If you keep saying it for everything, like when you really have a serious issue, people gonna be like, here we go again. But go ahead, brother Bakari. I think you should.
But see, Mark, you say you didn't. So I'm gonna ask you to do this favor. Watch it with the people who talk about racism. Watch it with the volume up. Okay. You have already watched it. You have done your show now. So watch it with the volume up, and you will see why people were saying that.
But those guys don't score the fight, though, bro.
But what I'm saying, okay, you're right. They don't score the fight. Just like when they talk about who's landing punches, they can sway someone. They can sway people to believe certain things because every time MAGSAYO threw a punch, oh, did you see it? That was the reaction. When Gary Russell hurt his shoulder, MAGSAYO gets hurt him. Look, did you see that punch? Then you see the highlights. Like, oh, but he did throw a punch. And that's what, so the people that watched it, listen to the
referee who's scoring it don't see that.
But that ain't, but see, that's I'm talking about, I'm saying the people who watched it and listened to it, right? So when you watch it and you listen to it, you can see the people who's commentating on Showtime. Because you say Gary Russell choose it. Gary Russell don't own Showtime, right? He may have chose judges or whatever, but what I'm saying is people can hear them. So when people hear them, that bring in everything. So now we're gonna say, oh, look at that. You can tell who they pulling for. You can see they pulling against Gary Russell. You could also tell they was pulling against the brother from South Africa. You sit there and you listen, you can hear this. So when people saying racism, they are not making this up. They are not. Now, when you said what Gary Russell said about he won 9 rounds to 3 or 10 rounds to 2. After the fight, when Gary Russell said he won, did you hear anybody in the stadium booing? No. When Teofimo Lopez said he won, even in his own home city, he got booed, right? Nobody booed Gary Russell. Maybe the people there who didn't boo Gary Russell like they did Teo, maybe they may have felt that Gary Russell won. I don't see it as being a black eye because he said he felt he won 9 rounds to 3, 10 rounds to 2, or maybe 9 rounds to 3. The people in the stadium didn't boo him, but they booed Teo when he stood there and said he felt he won. You see the difference?
I see the difference, Brother Bakari, but in all honesty, I don't think the people booed was because the people were utterly bored. And just like the fight was not what it was built up to be, but it was a good fight. But as far as the people who really, I was so disappointed. I'm with K Savoy. I'm with Uncle Kenny. Like Mark, we watched the fight together. I was so like I kept saying, that's why I keep bringing it up. What in the hell was that boy doing? Keep circling out to the only hand they get. I kept, Mark, you remember you was even rolling your eyes damn near. I just kept saying it. Like, what is he doing? I was like, this boy don't know what he's doing. And so I mean, for me personally, like, yeah, by round 6, 7, I was like, oh God, this is crazy. And I just knew that barring some crazy knockout or something like that, Gary was about to lose his belt. Gary never seemed like, and then back to my other point, Gary never seemed to have that sense of urgency that, hey, I'm hurt and this guy's being more aggressive. I need to do something. And so I was kind of like, oh, okay, well, he's content that he's going to lose. That was my take on it mid-fight. Me and Mark watched the fight together. That's why I kept saying, I was like, oh, man, this guy all right, well. And I was like, man, if MAGSAYO was actually fighting somebody, if MAGSAYO knew what he was doing, Gary should have been up out of here. Gary should have been asleep with his feet in the air.
Mm.
You know what? I cannot disagree with that because I think he could have. You know, if not that, make him quit. Because I'm being honest, man. I would have beat the hell out of that right arm. And that's me.
Man, who you telling, brother? I'm talking
I
about.
would've-
I would have leaned up on the ropes when when Gary was in the corner. I'd have put my right arm, would put my right forearm right on his chest, and I'd have leaned on him. And with my left hand, I would have just kept clubbing that damn right arm right on the goddamn elbow and right on the shoulder. I would have did it like 3 or 4 times in a row. And I'm talking about really sitting on them punches.
Yep.
Oh, your arms hurt? Bang, bang, bang. I would have,
And I'm gonna tell you another punch he could have kept throwing. Left hook to the body. One time Gary Russell blocked the left hook with his right arm. Did you see his reaction when he blocked it?
I saw that. I
He
saw it.
Yep, he could have kept throwing the left hook to the body when he got inside. Yep.
And so, yeah, I mean, shout out to MAGSAYO, but I really, really pray. And he's got a great camp. All right. He's got Roach, he's got Pac-Man. Like I said in the video, man, I want this man to get his flowers and enjoy his moment. But don't get too drunk off the high. Sober the hell up, get back in the gym, and watch this damn fight and realize what you did, because I like the kid. I want Marq to win. However, he ain't gonna hold that belt long like this.
Nope. You know what? Like you say, he got a good corner. Freddie Roach is a good trainer. You're right. Watch the tape. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from what you could have, watch, and you can see what you could do if somebody is hurt like that again against you. You know what you can do, because he say he make adjustments in the fight, but he never made adjustments to that. He never made adjustments. I think he was too anxious. He was trying to get the knockout one way. I'm gonna go forward, and he really thought he was gonna get the knockout like that. That's just my take on it.
Shout out to the chat. Bennett Nouvet said, I hear myself twice. Somebody got me on speakerphone here in the echo. It said it's not Marq's fault if Gary Russell isn't ready for the fight. Maybe those who bet on Gary Russell were robbed because they bet on a boxer who wasn't physically ready. Like when Pacquiao fought who was FM?
Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, yeah. Oh shit, I'm tripping. I'm like, who is FM?
And that's a perfect example of what I was saying earlier about he wasn't ready. Pacquiao knew you wasn't 100% for that fight, but you was like, no, I just wanted to go in there and fight anyway.
No, hold up. Let's be. Oh, I don't mean to cut you off, but let me say this. Pacquiao said his shoulder hurt, but I didn't see Pacquiao reacting like Gary Russell was. Well, I just didn't see him throw no more punches.
Exactly.
That's different.
Big difference there. My comparison was Pac was not 100%, but he got in that ring anyway, and he mentioned it. He mentioned it a few times after the fight, but in Manny Pacquiao's defense, and I give him credit, he did not rest his hat on that. He went in there, he lost.
Absolutely. Shout out to the Philippines, man. Again, we got my Filipino brother on the panel, Transcendent Sports Channel. Transcendent Sports Channel, talk to me about the commentary and everything that you've been hearing so far. Even with the punch stats, they say, hey, Mayweather won fights and he barely threw a punch versus Marcus Maidana, the first fight. I've heard people bring up Archie Moore. They was like, Archie Moore won a round, and he didn't even throw a punch. I was like, damn, y'all niggas reaching, respectfully. Y'all don't went back to Archie Moore, bro. Pardon me. I try not to use that word in mixed company, but I said it. But go ahead.
You know what? I understand both sides of the story, and I also think Mayweather won in the first fight against Madonna. Look, it's all us fans. We all have this perspective, right? Honestly, we can say what we think and we want and whatever, but the only thing that really matters is those 3 judges, right? And those 3 judges saw what some people saw, which MAGSAYO. By the way, it's some people are actually pronouncing his last name wrong. It's Marq MAGSAYO. So that's how they say it.
MAGSAYO.
Yeah. The commentator they're saying it wrong.
They've been saying MAGSAYO.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
The A has an I sound. Okay.
Yeah. Look, we can speculate in those stuff. It's a fight, like I said. All we hope for the best is just a rematch for them both, and let's get it on, right? I like I said, I think Gary Russell will come back bigger, better things, and he just needs to heal up and get back to the ring. As for Marq, I'm excited for that dude, and he will be a good champion. Now, I'm not sure if he can hold that belt because there's a lot of killers out there, but like I said, like people have said in this channel, he has a good corner in behind him. So yeah, I understand what people are coming from with this perspective and those stuff. But at the end of the day, there's a result, and we just gotta deal with the result. That's all.
Go ahead. Anybody? Look, if anybody want to call in and talk about this, the phone number is 4707-059507, 4707-059507. In the words of the late great Miss Cleo, call me now, and we'd love to chop it up with you. Look, we do not have to agree, but let's just be civil. Let's be respectful. Also, I'll drop the link out there if anybody wanted to pull up on the panel, chop it up with us. If I don't really know you, it's gonna be kind of edgy at first, respectfully. But please, no spamming. Shout out to Space Dude. What up? Shout out to people.
Hey, Mark, I'm about to go, man. I got to get up in the morning. Look, Transcendent Sports TV. Nice meeting you, my man.
Nice meeting you, brother.
What's your name at the top, man? I don't want to. What's the other guy name?
Clips.
My guy, man. It was nice being on the panel with both of y'all. Since Mark said I can't act no donkey on here, I got to go. Well, I don't do. Well, Mark know I don't do that no way. So
yeah. Some people gonna be like, "Oh, I can't cuss you out and call you a bitch ass nigga." I say I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna bring the AK to where you stay. Nah, bro, we ain't gonna do nothing.
I don't get down like that no way, man. I respect people that respect me, and I don't argue on YouTube no way. So I was just cracking a joke, but it was good talking to both of y'all. Good to hear everybody's perspective on the fight. I hope my boy get him another shot, and whenever he get in the ring, just remember this:
who you want to see him next? Hold up, who you want to see him with next? If not a rematch with MAGSAYO, what's next for Gary Russell Jr.?
I hope he move up to 130 and get him a rematch with Lomachenko.
No title, so you don't want to. You don't even.
It don't necessarily have to be a. It don't necessarily have to be a title. I wish he could fight. I don't want it, but he wanted. I wish him and Tank could fight. I'm gonna be honest. I like Tank, but I do think that Gary Russell beat Tank. That's my own personal opinion. I think it'll be a good fight.
What about Chris Colbert though? Chris Colbert got that interim belt.
Yeah, he could fight him too.
You think he beat Chris Colbert?
Come on, you asked me about Gary Russell. I think he's gonna beat everybody, man. I'm just being honest.
You think he'll beat Shakur?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What?
I think he
Gary
beat
Shakur. Okay.
Yeah, I think he beat. I think he beat Shakur Stevenson. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think he'll beat Tank. I'll be hoping for a draw, but I think Tank might get him. But because they're my two favorites, so I'll be hoping.
He beat Saney?
Huh?
He beat Saney.
Devin Haney. Yeah, he beat Devin Haney.
Oh wow.
Bakari, I'm gonna have to see you on the next episode.
Man, somebody check his temperature, man.
Brother Bakari.
What y'all say y'all didn't see Gary Russell do against Marq, because I messed his last name up, so I'm gonna say Marq.
MAGSAYO.
Didn't rock him and do all that. Go back and watch people who can't nearly box and nearly as quick as Gary Russell rock and have Devin Haney holding on. Who that was his last fight? Was that his last fight? The last 3 rounds, he was almost just surviving. I think Gary Russell beat Devin Haney.
Yeah, but like a decisive decision or like a knockout? What do you think?
A decisive decision. Gary Russell is not he a good puncher, but I think because I don't think he gonna recover on Gary Russell and do to Gary Russell what he able to do to everybody else when he recovers. Because y'all saw Gary Russell's boxing IQ, man. Y'all just saw it. Even though y'all say he lost, but you just saw his boxing IQ and what he can do.
No, I'm not disputing his boxing IQ. I'm just saying that after surgery, do you think it's wise for him to go against big fighters? Do you think
at 33,
fight, maybe, and then let's see how it goes.
34 this summer.
Yeah, at 33, about to be 34. Yeah, those the fights he gonna have to take. And shit, if I'm proved wrong, I'll just say, you know what? Gary Russell couldn't beat the people I thought he could beat. but I'm gonna go down with him. It don't make a difference. But I like Haney too.
Yeah.
Even this dude, Marq, right? This is truly my first time seeing him,
Pause.
right? Huh?
You gonna go down with him?
My bad, Paul.
Got him. I love you, brother. You know I love you.
But this dude, Marq, right? This truly my first time seeing him. He put on a good fight. He gonna come fight, so I can watch him, and I'll be a fan of him. You understand what I'm saying? Because I think he's gonna make a good fight.
I actually been following his career for quite a while because he started fighting in the Philippines, and it's just like maybe 4th or 5th fight fighting in the United States under the Roach banner training camp. But MAGSAYO is actually a pretty good fighter. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter.
I think he has a good future ahead of him.
Yeah.
He has a good future ahead of him. And I'm gonna be the next time he fight. Next time he fight, I'm gonna watch it. Like, oh man, I want to see him fight.
Gary Russell Jr. said, "I got robbed." Yo, we got the champ here, baby.
Come on, man. Won't y'all stop hating on my dude?
We got the champ here, the former champ, former WBC champ, 2-time world champ, Mr.
But look, man,
Gary
peace. I got to get up in the morning, man. It was nice talking to y'all, man.
God bless. Salute.
Peace.
Get his ass up out of here, hating on the Philippines.
Hey, man, you know I ain't
I'm joking. Let me say this: Gary Russell Jr. join the panel or either call in, Gary. Call in, Shouty. Call in, Slim. Hey, look, 5-5 calling everybody Shouty. Bruh, you can't make this up.
Got him.
5-5, but he calling me Shouty. But yeah, Gary Russell, pull up. Gary Russell, call in. If you want to call in, 470-705-9507, 470-705-9507. Again, that number is 470-705-9507. Call the number, champ. Or you want to pull up? Here we go. Let's do it. Let me see what he got. The link in the chat.
Is this the real guy? I hope he is.
Man, this the chat.
If it's the real guy, I love you.
Yeah, this
Hey,
is the real
my
Gary
guy,
Russell. Even if it ain't the real Gary Russell Jr., if this guy can pull up with the Gary Russell accent, oh, this is gonna be entertaining. Look, this is a hip hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. You know why? Because life is serious enough.
That's right.
Life is serious enough. That's my bar too. It make a lot of sense, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We got a lot of them.
Yeah,
I got a lot of little quotables that you can put on a t-shirt.
Yeah, you do.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you do. And you have the trademark hat on, bro. Yeah,
oh yeah, Red Bucket Nash. I'm back on.
There you go. There you go. I remember that hat like since before you're like getting 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, man. Man. The hat made me famous. Hey, look, I was there tonight. I was like, which one should I wear? Should I wear this one?
Oh, you got two different hats. Oh,
I got like 4 of these red buckets, bro. I got about 4 or 5 of these red buckets.
Oh,
okay. What we need to do for the end of next month is everybody who's on the panel got to have a bucket hat in honor of the man Marq Nash. You know what I'm saying?
No, my birthday next month. Everybody just send me money. Send me money to support the show. Don't buy no hat for me. No, buy a shirt from the show. Do that.
There you go. Buy a shirt.
Buy your shirt or send a donation in. Yeah, buy a shirt. We got these. The one I'm wearing right now says, "What can I say?" They come in 3 colors. You got the red, you got the blue, you got the black, and I got a promo code so you can get 15% off.
How old are you turning, man? If you don't mind saying that.
Man, I'm getting old, man.
Oh, don't say that.
Man. I'm getting old, B. I'm getting old.
I like being old. It's a beautiful thing, man. I'd rather be old.
That's what y'all say now.
Eclipse, my guy, you
said. Hey, look, until I get in an argument on YouTube and they be like, "Man, this old nigga right here."
And I'd be like, "Damn right, I'm an old nigga. Let's go to bed, little nigga."
Hey, yo, what y'all think about my boy right here? She said Marq Nash has multiple red buckets. Oh my God, yes, man, I got so many damn fucking hats.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you what's happening, brother.
You said, I know you said this a while ago. You said being older, you get more wisdom. That's why you like being older.
Man. Lately, I'm extra grateful for the gray in my beard. I'd much rather be old and wise than young, confused, and weird.
There you go. That's it. You say it louder. What is that? Is that the white hat?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
She said he got two red buckets. I was like, no, I got 4 reds. I got a blue. I got a white one. I got this one, which is an off-white type cream one. I got like a green, like a greenish one. I ain't even wore this one yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I got a couple buckets over there.
Yeah, we got to get
They all in a milk crate over here in the corner. I got all the buckets just in the milk crate.
We got to get Charlo a pink bucket hat for the Panoys. You got to rep the Panoys with the pink bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
You got to have that warrior pink on. You got to have that warrior pink. I never forget when I first bumped in to a whole bunch of Filipinos. I'm out there in Hawaii, and I see these cats and dickies wearing pink bandanas and pink T-shirts, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Who the hell's running around hard as hell and all this goddamn pink? And then my boy's like, nah, bro, chill out, bro. Those them Pinoy bloods. Chill out. It's a real thing. Yeah, Pinoy, that's the ancient Filipino warriors used to wear pink as their battle color.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like when you deal with the street cats, they wear pink. And like when man in the mid-90s, that shit fucked me up. I'm talking about they wearing all pink, hard as hell. I'm like, I can't take this seriously. Man, but they the real thing though. They weren't.
Yeah, it symbolized for war. It is. It's true.
It's what kind of war? Right, it sounds like a war with RuPaul, like bitch.
No, it's like
it sounds like some basketball wives war where they just do like this, throw a drink in her face. That's how we going to war.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Eclipse is right though.
Y'all talking over each other a little bit.
Hey, Eclipse, a good history, man. I like that. You actually know the history. I like it.
Oh yeah, man. One of my nieces is half Filipino, man. My brother's oldest daughter's half Filipino. I was living in Hawaii way too long, man. I spent way too much time with Filipinos.
If you guys didn't know, Marq MAGSAYO actually wore his pink socks before the fight.
I saw the pink on.
Bring him good luck. Hey, look, Uncle Kenny said he wearing his hoodie now. Uncle Kenny, click the link. Pull up, man. Let me see the hoodie. Let me see how it fit on you. Pause. Well, I ain't gotta say pause. That's our merch. That's our brand. Pull up. I know he got the YouTube Daddy shirt. Let me see the hoodie. He should have. I think he got one of these hoodies too. So I appreciate that, Uncle Kenny. Thank you for the support. Like it means so much, more than you'll ever know.
Yeah, they are not letting Haney go, man. Haney's gonna be the email champ till he dies, I guess.
Y'all want to go to this next topic? I had another topic on it. Who said that? They still on Haney?
On his neck.
But the kid don't defend that though, right? Didn't he defend that?
He got a defense in it.
Yeah, he had 2 mandatories, I thought, because he got the belt by petition. But it's not his fault that Loma dropped the belt though. That's not his fault, right? Or am I missing something?
No, I don't think. No, it's not his fault. I don't think so.
Hey, these people. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, they're all saying it's email champ. They're going hard. Ooh. What was your other topic?
Okay, the other topic we had was, hey, there you go. We repping. We repping.
Hell yeah.
Hold up. Let's pause for the cause.
There you
Uncle Kenny is repping. He's repping. There you go. Yeah. Let me take this off the screen. There you go. Go ahead, Uncle Kenny. I hear myself twice. How do you feel?
I got rid of it.
How you feel?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Look at you and me. Hold on. Look at you and I. Let me take y'all off the screen real quick. So they let me see. Y'all stay right there. Hold on. Let me see me and Uncle Kenny side by side. Look at me and Uncle Kenny. Yeah.
I got everybody asking me what the hell the other words are.
It's the same thing in other languages.
That's what I tell them. Yeah, that's what I tell them.
Look at you. Yeah. Thank you so much for the
and
support.
Look behind me right here. See that one right there? Hanging up. See what's back there?
The YouTube Daddy shirt.
The YouTube Daddy shirt.
That's a collector's item because I ain't gonna have that one up forever. So it's good that you got that, and I appreciate it. Uncle Kenny, thank you for pulling up, man. Thank you for the support. Uncle Kenny, talk to me. We call him Uncle Kenny because he always reminds me of that guy on in the barbershop. If you ever seen Coming to America, he's the character Eddie Murphy played. What is that, velvet? What is that, velvet? He kicked Joe Louis. You don't know Joe Louis. Yeah. What is that, velvet?
Damn,
yeah. So he reminds me of him. He also looks like Edward James almost. He also looks like Stitch Duran. Like I don't know how he does.
I see the
So,
Stitch Duran. I see that.
it's the mustache, man. This stuff, but this is Uncle Kenny, man.
Y'all fucking crazy.
He always showing love and support to his nephew right here. And tonight he's wearing the "What Can I Say" shirt. You just keep impressing me, Uncle Kenny. Thank you, man.
Yeah, this is a good one, man. I like the material on this one here.
Yeah, man.
Comfortable as hell right here.
All right, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And in the background, it looks like he caught Santa slipping and just hit up every single deer on that sleigh. Look at that shit. Rudolph, Blitzen, all them motherfuckers was lacking. You got them, huh? You wasn't even
somewhere
playing.
over there. Yeah, somewhere over there.
Yeah, Uncle Kenny. Yeah, that's why we call Uncle Kenny too. I want to make sure we stay friends. So you know how to shoot your ass from 300 meters.
Oh, shit.
So talk to me, man. What do you think about what's going on right here? Fanboys are screaming robbery and racism after every loss. Gary Russell lost. It's time to move on, right?
Yeah, he lost, man. I mean, I was screaming all kind of shit because I lost money both ways, you know. So, goddamn, man, it's just it's the way it happened. But he lost the fight. Yeah, if they go back and watch it and be fair about it and just watch and count the punch stats on each fighter, then you'll see that he lost. That guy was throwing a lot of punches, MAGSAYO, but he landed a lot of them also. He landed a shitload of punches, man. If you watch it, you know, he missed a lot, but he landed a shitload. So, I don't know. I mean, you go back and play it, do it side by side, and don't count both fighters. Just watch one fighter at a time, and watch the whole fight, and just count that one fighter's punches, and then go back and rewatch it again, and count the other fighter's punches, and put them together. And yeah, Gary lost that fight.
Even then, though, Uncle Kenny, they'll move the goalposts. They'll say, "Well, Gary's was more. They was more catchy shots. They were more eye catching." But the judges don't see it. They see it from different vantage points on the different sides of the ring, and they can't see if all of those punches landing. They just see the guy doing this and you moving up and down. From over here, they trying to see, is he hitting them or not?
You just watch the highlight reel of it, and you'll see where MAGSAYO landed some damn good punches, man. I mean, not enough to knock Gary's head back quite a few times. So that's some clean shots right there.
So how far apart did you think the scores were? Like the official scores were 114-114. Let me put it on the screen so you'll know what I mean, and the audience can see. You know, we love visual aids over here. We try to have a high quality show. The official scores was 114-114. Let me take that banner down briefly. 114-114, 115-113, and 115-113.
Yeah, I'd say 115-113 is closer than 114-114. Yeah, because I don't know how that judge seen it as a
Judge Lynn Carter.
Yeah,
Judge Lynn Carter gave it a draw.
Yeah, I don't see it being a draw.
How about this though? She's only one round off from the other two judges.
Yeah.
Look what they did right here. Round 5, they gave Gary round 5. Round 5, let me put this on the screen for everybody.
Actually, let me share round 5 and one didn't.
I'm gonna share the screen and I'm gonna zoom in. Look at round 5 right here. Total punches landed. He doubled Gary in punches thrown, and he landed 5 times the amount of punches. Look right here, guys.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Right here. Right here.
What the hell are they looking at, dude?
Round 5. How? And look, them 4 punches had to be some hell of a punches, huh? I don't see you winning around with 4 punches unless you wobbled him or dropped him.
And he didn't wobble him, no.
Okay, you landed a good shot. You snapped his head. Hey, look, it's only power punches. Look, you only threw 1 jab and landed none. Now, to Gary's credit, he made the guy miss 17 jabs.
Yeah, the guy wasn't throwing much jabs, so I don't see
because he couldn't catch Gary. Gary was always 3 to 5 feet away. Every time he moved.
But when he'd bounce in, though, boy, he was dealing Gary pretty good when he bounced in, man. He'd bounce in and hit him pretty good. Now, Gary would counter and get him some good shots, too, you know, but a lot of times Gary didn't hit him at all. You know, the guy would hit him 1 or 2 times. He'd throw 5, 6 punches, but only hit him 1 or 2 times. But Gary wouldn't hit nothing, wouldn't land nothing. You know, and the guy would bounce back out.
The other topic. Oh, go ahead.
No, Gary's a slick fighter. He's a slick fighter, man. I mean, him and Lomo, that's 2 fighters that's they fight about the same style. You know, the way they spin around the other boxer and all that. They pretty slick. Both of them are. Yeah. So that's a good fight right there. Them two. You know, which he lost to Lomo the first time, which I think he should have won that fight, or it should have been a draw. You know, the Gary and Lomo fight, because Gary did knock Lomo down and they didn't count it. So,
oh man, before we move on to the next topic, because I want to talk to you guys about something we covered last week on this show. We said this was going to be the next fight. We said he deserves it because it was taken from him. We're talking about Rolly Ronaldo, and we're also going to talk about AJ calling BS on the rumors that he was taking step-aside money. But before we move on to that, what about Lucas, the kid from Africa, who came over there? He got a draw against King Tug. But
he should have won that fight. He should have won that one.
Should have won
that
fight.
Big time, yeah. Knockdown wasn't counted. That was bullshit. Yeah, that was bullshit. He got robbed. He got robbed there, man. Yeah, he should have won that fight. That screwed me up. That was the first parlay I lost, and that cost me on that bet too. Yeah. So I picked everything wrong this weekend, man.
How much did you actually lose?
Don't ask him, man.
No, I'm not going.
His wife might see this show.
No.
She be like, "Oh, that's why we eating on Taco Bell all week."
No, it ain't that much, man. It ain't that much, man. But I could have won a lot. Let's put it that way.
Clips, go ahead. Talk to me about that second fight that we saw. The co-main, I believe.
Yeah,
the Tug fight. Well, we already knew there was already some tomfoolery in the air when we saw Showtime say this man had 120 fights. I said,
let me put that graphic up. Nah, I ain't gonna put that graphic up. I'm on good terms right now with Showtime.
I know that's right.
But now I gotta do it.
Like, listen, when they said that, I was like, okay, we see who they want to win. Like, this man fought 120 fights.
But that other guy that was on here earlier, what that
Bakari,
guy?
brother Bakari.
Yeah, he's wrong on that as far as he said the commentators was against Lucas, because halfway through that fight, if you listen to the commentators started pulling for Lucas. I mean, they were both of them were pulling for Lucas then, you know. I mean, come on. I mean, you got to listen to it, and you can see that, you know, because Lucas was giving it a hell of a fight, man.
Yeah, he made a great.
He was a big-time underdog too. Big-time underdog, man. Good God. I mean, he wasn't even supposed to be in there first 1 or 2 rounds, you know.
Yo, I got the graphic. Y'all know we like visual aids over here, right? High quality show. We love the production value. Check this out. Eclipse, this is the graphic for what you just said. Break that down again for the people. See, at first glance, you don't catch this. See, me, I'm one of those people. I think it was Jay Leno that used to have this show. Was it Jay Leno? It's somebody who had a Tonight Show, and they would go through newspapers and find typos.
Yeah,
just put a weird.
Leno,
that was Leno, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I used to love that, and to this day, I still do that. When I read books, newspapers, I buy independent artist books just to find errors in their books. I'm like, I knew your ass shouldn't be writing no book, my G. I knew when you told me.
It's like finding a clue kind of thing, huh?
Yeah, I just like to read books and
he did his own proofreading.
Yeah,
he did his own proofreading.
That guy's a TIE fighter, isn't he? Right?
So what, bro?
The guy with 120 fights, he's a TIE fighter, isn't he?
Bro, no, bro, I believe so. Yeah.
That's TIE. That's TIE.
Yeah, most TIE fighters. The last name is his gym. Most TIE fighters will use their gym to train in, and this is what they do. They have 120, 30 fights.
That's not true. No. He only had 12 fights. This is a typo. They added 108 fights.
So this is like nobody actually.
No,
fake news.
I call
it fake news, Charlo. Like this is that's my point. They put it out there. They put it out there to where you're like, damn, man, this dude a dog, man. Hold on, he must have been killing them over there in Thailand or wherever he's 29.
From. Hey, look, and got 129 fights. His last fight was in July. So since July 3rd last year to now, he's fought 108 times and won all of them.
And oh wow, that's crazy.
I mean, he just lost to Chris Colbert last summer.
Right.
He caught Chris Colbert with some good shots too.
Doug was a big time favorite too, man. Good lord, big time favorite.
Yeah. If he was 120, 2-0.
Vegas
Like,
must have seen them damn numbers then. They
yeah,
must have
like
seen that 120 and 2. Yeah.
to where I don't know. It was just like Marq pointed this out before the fight, and so like going into the fight when they started trying to cheat the South African kid. In the back of my mind, I was like, "Oh, I already get it. Showtime already had. You see who Showtime's horse was. You feel what I'm saying? And they just wasn't gonna let it fall because I still don't know how that knockdown didn't get counted.
Yeah, that was ridiculous there, man. That was,
It
I mean,
was
we seen that
clean, bro.
clean, bro. We seen that when the fight was going on. I mean, good lord.
Yeah, I mean, what is a knockdown if that's not a knockdown?
Bro,
No
why
shit.
look, why don't we use replay in boxing?
I don't know. They should have replay though. They should implement that shit.
Even in
They damn so
certain
should.
states where they do have it, they still don't use it.
Yeah. When's the last time we seen that? It was last year, huh?
Remember that fight with the fighter? It was they said there was a headbutt, and then there was no headbutt, and they had a replay for like what 5 minutes or something.
Bro, a long time.
What's that fight? What's that fight?
I cannot remember it, but I believe that was in New York, though, right?
Yeah, it was Robert Garcia's fighter, wasn't it? It was Robert Garcia's fighter.
Man,
and they had a head fight, and then they replayed for like 5 minutes, and then suddenly they disqualified the fighter, or whatever.
They just call it
yeah.
It was a no contest. I believe.
It was no contest. I forgot about that fight. I hope, but
Franco
they
Maloney?
used to replay for that, ish, kind of. But you know, I don't know. I mean, hopefully they do.
Yeah, Franco versus Maloney.
Yes, exactly.
It was the second one, and it was a rematch. I mean, they called it a robbery.
Right.
But like I said, that boy Lucas wasn't even supposed to survive 1 or 2 rounds. You know, I think that's what Vegas had him set up as 1 or 2 rounds, and that boy should have won the fight, man. There's no questions about that.
Bro,
he got robbed. He got robbed now.
Bro.
He got robbed. Yeah.
Hey, Reggie, pull up real quick. Pull up, Reg, if you got a minute. Cause we ain't gonna be here all night on this one.
Talking about a robbery, man. That's the fight that got robbed. That's the fighter that got robbed right there.
Mm-hmm.
The only one of the night that got robbed. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
definitely because he got robbed of a clean knockdown. And what made it worse, what compounded the injury, was the referee just sitting there. I don't see nothing.
Oh no, that's
he was like, let me see it again. Go and show me again. Go ahead. Hey, look, then his goofy ass boop, smacked himself with his own towel. Like, look, I'm supposed to put that over my shoulder.
They even showed him two different angles. They showed him on the replay.
I would have liked it. I would have respected him more saying I was out of position.
Yeah, I missed the call. Sorry, you know.
I missed the call, and if I could do it over again, I would have. If we had instant replay in the state, I could have reviewed it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times these dudes, they be thinking about I don't want to make a bad call because I won't get the job next time they bring a fight to Atlantic City. But bro, you compound those injuries that you cause to that fighter when you say something like, "I still don't see it." Oop, slap myself with the towel. Let's go to this next topic, man. Rolly Romero. Rolly, or the boxer formerly known as Rolly, as he prefers to be called, is getting a second chance.
He should get a second chance.
Let me set the table real quick, Uncle Kenny. Rolly Romero is getting a second chance at lightweight greatness. He will face off against Tank Davis. This is according to the WBA. Well, he's supposed to. The WBA has sanctioned this bout as a mandatory. Uncle Kenny, just because you're wearing the merch right now, I want you to take the lead. Talk to me. How do you feel about this? You said Rolly does deserve a second chance.
Yeah, he does, man. Because if he was set up or whatever, for whatever reason, you know, he didn't get a shot. You know, and so I think he should get a shot. I think Tank's gonna still kick his ass, but you know, he should get a shot. So I don't know.
Did Tank look vulnerable in his last fight to you, sir?
A little bit, but he had a broken hand. You know, so that kind of plays into it.
We seen what happened.
His hand, you know.
Yeah, but we seen what he did with a broken hand. Like, unlike Mr. Gary Russell, he still threw that thing.
Well, yeah, but that could get numb. That could get numb, I guess, during the fight. But Russell, that's a shoulder, man. Torn rotator cuff. You ain't moving that shoulder then. If you got torn rotator cuff,
Oh yeah, you can't even lift it up.
Yeah, you can't lift it up. No, you hurt. That's hurting bad.
If he hurt it before 2 weeks before the fight, couldn't he have gotten a cortisone shot? Remember how like how Pacquiao had requested one, but he didn't tell. He requested it the day of the fight, but he should have put the injury down because he would have been allowed to take a cortisone shot. Is that allowed in Atlantic City? Does anybody know?
If it is, though, I'd have damn sure been getting them. I'd have got 3 or 4 cortisone shots.
Let me find out. Transfer Sports clips. Anybody in the chat could?
I don't know.
If he hurt himself 2 weeks before the fight, could he have told the commission, "Hey, I do have but you know what? When you do that, you have to disclose the injury, and the other team can see that. I guess. I don't know. But I think he could have disclosed that and got his cortisone shot because Mayweather used to get them injections in his hand. People didn't like it. They didn't think that was legal.
Right. Yeah, Mayweather does that all the time, though.
Yeah, but he put it down as an injury. Put down a hand injury, get a cortisone shot. So he don't even feel that shit when he hitting y'all half the night.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? He don't feel that shit till about round 7, 8. Like, hey, I heard something else.
Damn.
Yeah, man. But
I don't know if a cortisone shot would help that with what Gary had though. I don't know if a cortisone shot would have helped him.
I mean, because he was Oh yeah, but it's the pain though. It'll numb the pain, right?
It numbed the pain some, but if you can't move it, you can't move it. Torn rotator cuff's hard, man. That's hard to move.
But look, he got the heart of a warrior. He won't in that bitch like this, like no mind. Because we seen guys tore their bicep, tear something, and they just done for the night. It's over. Yeah. We seen a guy twisted, fall. He got tripped or something, hit his knee, and Charles Martin became a champion that night. Charles Martin became a champion.
He got the heart of a champion, man. He didn't want to go out that way.
I remember Sergio Martinez always was in a fight with a bad knee, hobbling around that bitch. So I don't know, man. I wish Gary nothing but the best, but we as boxing fans, we have to move forward. We have to move forward. A close fight is not a robbery. It was only off by 1 round, guys. 1 round, and it was a 3-way draw. Now, if your favorite fighter goes in there and land 5 times, let's say Boot Sanders goes in there for a title tomorrow, and he's fighting Oscar Valdez for a title shot. Same folks gonna be like, nah, Boot should have won that. He landed 20 punches to. Let me put the stat back up on the screen real quick. He landed 20 punches. What was the number?
20-4. 20-4 in round 5.
Yeah, 20 punches to 4. Round 5, he threw 53. The opponent threw 25. So you doubled him in punches thrown. Well, you a little over doubled. You landed at a higher percentage rate. You threw more. You landed more. He only hit you 4 times the whole round. You hit him 20 out of 53.
And you're gonna give him the round.
And you gave the other guy the round.
Yeah.
You would say
that.
Yeah, so some could argue that they was doing everything to help Gary.
Damn sure was. Good Lord. If they'd have scored it right, then Gary would have lost worse.
Yeah, I don't think Gary did himself any justice by saying.
No,
and then he took 10 rounds to 2.
That was
10
crazy.
rounds to 2.
He's acting like
I
Theo
seen
right
Mayweather
there,
win a lot of fights 10 rounds to 2. It didn't look like that fight we just saw with Mr. Gary Russell.
Uncle Kenny, we had said the other night, Gary Russell just moved in right next door to AB and across the street from T.O.
Damn right.
with that bullshit. And I love me some Gary Russell.
That's what I said. He was acting just like T.O., man. Damn, that's sad.
At least he got his rounds right. I think T.O. said 11 rounds to 2.
Yeah, he was a little off.
Yeah, nah.
But still, man, Gary shouldn't have did that, man. He's supposed to be, a warrior, man, a champion. You don't act that way.
Yeah, man, you got to take your wins like you take your losses. Gary Russell was the same one out here with Teofimo lost, and when Loma lost, saying, hey, no excuses. You got in that ring, you got to go perform. He's a warrior. He performed. He finished the fight.
He performed like a warrior. Yeah, he damn sure did.
Yeah,
gotta
bro,
give him
like,
that.
come on, bro. Come on.
That's probably why I'm so irritated, because he performed like a warrior, and it's the interview and the post-fight stuff. and you figure like, you know, you should have been more graceful in that because there's no shame in this loss. You had one
No.
arm and the man barely beat you. Just go ahead and take your L. And me, I like we said earlier, Mark. Me, I would have made such a joke about it, like he did at first in the ring, and it wasn't in all the post fight stuff. It seemed like the more he started thinking about it, the more he wanted to try to put some sprinkles and a cherry on top. You know what I'm saying, of his narrative. When it was like, no, I liked what he did immediately after. Oh yeah, that boy don't want to rematch me. Yeah, I gave a boxing lesson. It is what it is. Blah 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 blah, and move on.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We got Reggie O in here. What up, Reg?
What's up, bro? What's
Hey,
happening, man? I
hey,
think
look.
Gary Russell can't
Hold up, real
count.
quick before you get started. Look at Uncle Kenny in here. He bought one of the hoodies, yo. He repping the brand. How about that? That's
That's what's
dope.
up.
That's dope. Yeah, look at
That's
them. They're
what's
gonna
up. What's up? Salute
look at them.
everybody.
We wearing matching shirts. Talk to me, Reg. You've been doing a lot of coverage on this topic right here. What do you think of my thumbnail on my title? Did I push their buttons? Did I make them mad or what?
Oh, of course. Of course. The fan vestites up there crying about racism, robbery, conspiracy, setup, politics, all this other tick and trick. But it's all on Gary. Gary is the creator of his demise. And those fans are the creators of Gary's demise. They have allowed Gary to fool himself and believe in dumb stuff. And even in the post fight, you see how far Gary delusions go. 10-2. Gary, like, you remember when Brother Man was making them shirts at the Whitney Houston concert? Gary can't count. That's what it is. Martin running back in the house, man. Gary can't count, man. 10-2. Like, what the hell are you talking about, Gary? I mean, and it's gonna be hard for this guy to come back, man. And that's a significant injury for a guy at this point in his career, especially one who is super inactive. So now that leaves you more inactive. Not gonna be able to use the shoulder. It's gonna take time to rehab it if they are doing surgery upon it. And now moving forward, it becomes a target for a fighter that is more aggressive and a coaching team that is more mindful of going on here to break down an opponent. You're about to get hurt again. But that's my open on that.
So what do you say to the people who say, hey, this was like Maidana? We had Brother Bakari being in early. He said this was similar to Maidana Mayweather 1. I disagree.
Hell no. Madonna was competitive. Gary and Madonna was
No. I
aggressive
think he's
and
comparing
offensive.
Mayweather as Mayweather would be Gary in this situation.
Man,
Maidana would be the aggressor.
negative. Because Mayweather fought back. Mayweather was being aggressive back with Maidana. He ain't do all that moving around from Maidana. You have to get in there and thump it out. It wasn't a fight that allowed him. And Madonna knew how to cut things off from Floyd Mayweather. He took a lot of Floyd Mayweather's mobility advances that he had over him. Madonna took that away by being very aggressive, staying on top of him. The Gary opponent didn't do that. Gary had an opponent that couldn't understand movement. He couldn't understand how to neutralize movement and stepping up on it. It was like Gary was ducking up under everything. And the thing is, like him being a tall fighter, and some tall fighters have these issues. And it's crazy because some of these tall fighters don't fight tall. They fight so damn small, but this guy couldn't figure out how to lower his punches to catch Gary, who was ducking up under his stuff. But he was just coming after the hunt Gary because Gary had nothing for him to hurt. Everybody's highlighting, oh, well, Gary's letting all these straight lefts and this and that. What was the straight lefts doing to that dude? They didn't back him up. He didn't feel nothing from him. He walked through him. Even the punch that hurt Gary threw a huge punch at this dude, and the guy walked through it. It's nothing there for Gary to stop that dude. So it's no point of, in his mind, to move out the way of anything. He was just gonna walk at Gary. But it wasn't like Gary won. It wasn't in my assessment of watching a fight. He wasn't winning those rounds, and it ain't no thing where people talking about you got to take a fight from a champion. That's baloney. That's movie shit. That's movie story shit. Every fight is based on how you fight each of the rounds out. And if a person is meeting every single criteria to how you score a round, that round goes to that challenger. It's just the same way that people think that a champion takes rounds and stuff, and it doesn't apply to a challenger. You're fooling yourself. Those same rules apply to what the champion has to do. A champion has to go in there and put in work.
So the champion simply defending, like you said, is not enough.
Yeah, that belt. It's almost like the belt is just it's put on the ground, and everybody fighting for it.
Somebody, Uncle Kenny said they out here paying Gary Russell UFC wages, $500K. Said,
man, he lucky he got that.
Anybody got anything else on this before we go to this Rolly Romero story?
Hey, Mark. Man, I gotta go, bro.
Go ahead, my brother. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy.
You
got anything you want to plug and promote before you go?
No, I gotta go, man. I gotta go because
I go. Yeah, he made me nervous. He was like, "Yo, I gotta go." Like,
yeah, he sounded like them people
coming to get a whooping.
Yo, right?
Get a whooping. Dad standing right here.
Or he late for work. Like, yo, I'm about to be late for work. On me, I only got 2 more points. Matter of fact, here in Canada, they probably don't even do that bullshit point system like they do in America. You got a half a point if you're 30 minutes late. Let me jump into this, man. Shout out to Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero. We covered this story last week or the week before last? So many shows. We're doing so many shows, and we do a lot of pop-ups too. So, but Rolly Romero and Tank Davis, according to all reports right here, I'm gonna pull up the WBA Twitter. The WBA has said that Tank Davis and Rolly Romero has been slated. So that means Rolly Romero will be getting another chance. He's gonna be able to buy his mama a house. That we was talking about the other night. We all agreed, many of us agreed, that Rolly deserved a second chance. If you're not familiar with the story, a little backstory. Rolly Romero was slated to face Tank Davis for the WBA championship. They are both signed to Mayweather Promotions. Rolly Romero was accused of assault on a female of the sexual nature, if you know what I mean. I can't say all the words, but the words, it rhymes with grapes. Yeah, grapes or crepes or states. Okay, I messed up right there. States. You get what I'm saying? Apes with an R on it. My brother, they took this man fight from him, took millions away from him, or the potential to make millions, over a tweet. This tweet was not substantiated, but nonetheless, he was taken off that fight. And ironically, Tank Davis probably had the roughest night we ever seen him. He broke his hand that night. Some say, hey, if it was Rolly, he could have won that night. Some said, no, if it was Rolly, it would have been a different fight. Styles may fight. Nonetheless, the WBA agrees with Breaking Beats, Marq Nash, Reggie Owens, that guy Eclipse, and many others saying, hey, this man deserves a second chance. This was not the fight we wanted when it was given to us and presented, but Rolly made it interesting in the press conference. He came out there with the fur on, or is this, I don't know what kind of fur this is, but this ain't no what Puff Daddy and the family was wearing.
Man, that's 100% yak ass.
Yeah, it's something, my G. But regardless, it looked like it was a hot day. Tank said it's 80 degrees out here. This nigga wearing a fur. He had a fur with no shirt. How about that? Had his chain on. Nonetheless, he is back on track to get a chance at this title. Calvin Ford had just said it. A lot of people saying Tank is going to fight Loma. They was like, Tank is still going to fight George Kambosos. Calvin Ford said, yo, that's probably going to be next. And he laughed. He was like, because it's easier to make. It's easier to make. And then Ellie Setback took over the interview and said, led the witness. He said, yeah, same company, same neighborhood, shit like that. So with that said, let's open it up to the panel and the channel for their comments. Uncle Kenny, I see you already unmuted. Go ahead. You take the lead on this. Give me your opening statement. How do you feel about getting a second chance to fight Tank?
Well, that I'm for. I'm all for that. But I thought Tank wasn't going to go to Australia to fight Cam. I thought that was said in the beginning. They changed.
Who said that? Who said that?
I thought Floyd said that. Floyd, and I don't know who said that. Who the hell said that? Somebody said that right after the Tank fight, huh? That he wasn't going over there, or did Tank?
I didn't hear them say they weren't going, but I heard him. He was in that interview with Leonard, and Tank was like this in the background, looking like. As in, like, we gonna get the fight and we want to fight because we got the money. But I'm like, where was that energy at for Tio though? I ain't never seen niggas like, yo, we want that one, or with the Loma. But I get it. That's crazy, bro. But nobody say he was ducking Loma. Like all them belts that he got, Loma just had those, except the IBF.
I don't think nobody's going up to Australia to fight right now. They only 50% capacity. They're fighting because of COVID. Yeah. All the everything's 50% capacity right now. So
and that's why
the zone's making an offer for Haney, but they said they'd fight somewhere in the Middle East, not in Australia.
Fair enough. Let Clips give me his opening statement. Clips, what's your opening statement? How do you feel about and thanks Uncle Kenny for going on mute. I appreciate that. Go ahead, Clips. Give me your opening statement on how do you feel about Rolly getting Uncle Kenny. There you go. Uncle Kenny, I can hear you go. Whatever it is, like maybe the mic is rubbing your mustache, but I can hear you breathing. So just move the mic down a little bit, so it's not right here where I can hear you breathing. Go ahead, Clips.
First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to Rolly Romero. The brother was lied on, and he was done a great disservice, and he deserves another shot.
We don't know if he. To be fair, sir, I don't mean to cut you off because I don't want nobody to get sued.
Yeah, we don't
Those
know.
Allegations as of now could not be substantiated.
There you go.
We don't want to get Tasha Cade out here.
Exactly. Those allegations have not been substantiated. And so he should be able to continue to provide for a living for himself. And I mean, I think the boy's I've always viewed him kind of as a clown or whatever. But I do want to see this Tank fight. And in all honesty, regardless of how I feel about his personality, I mean, I think it's possible he can make it entertaining. It can be competitive. And I definitely want to see it. And I'm just glad to see the brother able to provide for himself a living and do his thing. And we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how this whole thing plays out. Hopefully nothing else comes up that's gonna stop this or derail this. I mean, going to get him in the ring. We've talked about this for a few months now, especially in that division. There's just too many guys sitting at the top who aren't fighting. So let's get them in the ring and let's go on and get this figured out to where we can have our true champion in that division.
All right, Reg, give me your opening statement on this. How you feel about this? WBA has ordered, as you can see on the screen, this is their official Twitter. Lightweight world title fight between Gervonta Davis, mandatory challenger, Rolando Romero. Go for it.
Yeah, man. Salute to the WBA finally getting something right.
Call him WBA?
Well, I call him WBA.
Yeah, you call him WBA like that's your boo or something.
Man, I ain't say no fruit shit like that.
I promise. Check the replay. You said salute to the WBA.
I won't waste my time doing that.
The chat gonna tell you.
Go ahead. But no, I think this is some righteous shit doing for being done by them. The fact that they won't allow Tank and them to proceed on with their fight choices without giving Rolly back an opportunity that was stolen from him. And it's to get him in the ring, let him earn his money, get him another payday. Hopefully he puts on a good enough performance to be able to buy his mother a home. If they can generate, because it's going to be on pay-per-view. If he can generate a good share of that, sell the fight off to really kind of set itself up. Because in this fight, I think Tank going to knock him the fuck out. So he needs to be able to secure the money he's going to need to be able to buy a home, have ownership into it, and have some money set aside. But salute to them, man. And could it be they doing right by? Because they got some questionable ways about them. Could they be doing this because of this dude's South American descent? I mean, I don't know, but it is what it is. And I think it's
what
right.
What do you mean when you say that?
Oh, they protect certain South American fighters down there. Rolly, from most American standards of looking at him, would state that he's black, but he has South American descent. I think he's Honduran or whatever the hell him and Teofimo, I think they part Honduran, so I think that's where he gets that protection from, being a South American.
What you mean protection?
To where they'll order this mandatory like that. If he would have been Devin Haney or something, I don't know if they would have done that, but it's the right move. And it's just
How
based
are they
off of what
protecting
they
him by putting him there with Tank? I don't mean to look. I'm not trying to be
no,
combative,
not,
but I just want to
no,
address it
not
as soon as I
it's
hear
to
it. And I never
secure
feel
it's
for
to
it.
secure him this opportunity. That's what I mean. They securing him an opportunity so that it doesn't escape him. But I'm thinking he's getting that from the WBL based on possibly where he's from. Because
WBA.
I don't know if they would have did that for a Black American fighter, but it's just like it stems from a lot what you see with the WBA. A lot of controversy that's come up out of there. You had how Micah Fox was ripped. How Micah Fox had a fight stolen from him that they refused to reverse the decision on that.
That was
fought a
that was
guy.
Venezuela though, right?
It was a South American. I don't know what the guy was, but it was
I
a guy
think
who the
it's from that
WBA
country,
the,
and
the
it was
WBA was sponsoring his career. His fights had been WBA sponsored fights.
Is that the same thing with Rolly?
Rolly having that South American background probably went down. His dad probably went to speak some of that Hubu, that whatever the language they speak. He went to speaking it.
Reggie, so you saying racism is the reason why Rolly is getting a chance to fight, bro? It's not the fact that hold on, let me set the table for you. It's not the fact that universally it can be agreed that something went wrong here. We might have moved a little too fast. Also, this guy is with the co-promoter. I mean, he's with the promoter. Like it's a co-promotion between it's not a co-promotion, it's a Mayweather promotion. Mayweather, when they sign, when these promoters sign these guys, they come to their living room like NFL or NBA coaches and tell their family, like, yo, we're gonna make the kid a star. Sign with us straight out the Olympics. Sign with us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make you a star. We're gonna make you a world champion. We're gonna make you a pay-per-view star. Rolly deserves that opportunity as well. They've been telling him the same thing. He sold those tickets. Those people who bought those tickets were not expecting Isaac Cruz. They were expecting the guy who was up there on stage with the fur. Whether he looked like a black dude, whether he's Honduran or not, he came in there selling the fight, bro. So we just gonna dismiss all of that and just say it's because of where he's from, Reggie. I don't agree with that. Go ahead.
No, you ain't gotta agree with it because I'm just injecting bullshit. But the fact is, with who the WBA, what they have shown in recent times, I gotta inject the bullshit. But I think, like I stated, it's an honorable decision made by him. But I wonder if that would have been a standardized, equaled out, leveled out decision made by them, or could it be based on where this kid is from? It's just because it's a WBA thing, so I gotta inject some bullshit.
Because here's the thing, man. The WBA, they messed up on a couple levels with that. That ref, I believe his wife was, I mean, the lady who was one of the judges was married to one of the executives. The executives, we find out, manages or is part of the career. I don't want to get sued. They have something to do with this guy's career, and he is from the country where that belt originates. They offer Michael Scott a chance for a rematch. He turned it down.
Fox.
Yeah, what I say?
You said Scott.
Okay, Michael Fox. They offer Michael Scott a chance for a rematch. He declined. He declined. Well, how do you feel about that?
Wait, who declined? Fox did?
Yeah, that's public record.
That's crazy.
He probably saying fuck it, man. Because did they make it a no contest?
Nah, they ain't making no contest.
That's why he ain't gonna fight him again. He probably know he'll be ripped off by these same people.
As far as I know, it ain't no contest. I'll go back and look, but let me glance at it right now. I'll check his box right. But while we do that, Clips, give me your take on how do you feel about Rolly Romero? Wow. Do you agree with Reggie? Like this has something to do with where regional, where his culture, race is playing a part in it. I know people be like, here we go with the racial thing. Race is a key component in the way a lot of things move in society. So I'm not gonna be up here telling you guys, "Oh, you pulling a race card? You're wrong." No, race is a real thing. It exists. Racism exists. It's alive and well. But how about this? I'm not gonna get on YouTube and tell y'all, "Oh, people don't like me and they racist." No, I know black folks that don't like me too. Go ahead, Clips. You got the floor. Go ahead, Clips. I'll meet your mic. There you go.
Yeah. But no, I'm just glad to see the boy get a chance. And so hopefully he goes in there and he does a good thing. I still got Tank Davis winning, but I want a very competitive fight. And I think that at the end of the day, if we get a competitive fight, then the sport of boxing wins. You know, there's not too much to it. I mean, we could wax poetic about it, but let's just go on and get in the ring. You know, I'm sure the build up to the fight's going to give us all the material and shit talking we need, you know. And so let's just go ahead and make it happen. And I can't wait.
Everybody's saying it's a given that Uncle Kenny. They're saying it's all a given that Tank gonna go in and knock this guy out. He ain't knock out Isaac Cruz, last minute replacement. Go ahead, Uncle Kenny.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'd be a knockout. No, I think it'd go to decision. Rolly's he's pretty good boxer too, you know. So it's gonna be a competitive fight. I think.
Say that again.
I think it'd be pretty competitive, man.
You say he's a good boxer.
Yeah, he's all right. He's not bad. Nah, he'll make it competitive, man. He ain't gonna. But Mayweather, he knows what he's doing, man. If he's gonna put him in there, he knows Tank's gonna win this fight.
Nah, it ain't him putting him in there. It's them saying it's mandatory. They say he gotta fight him. If not, he got to give him that WBA.
Yeah, WBA's putting it on, making it mandatory. So you think he's gonna go then? You think it's gonna be, you know, they can buy out of the mandatory? So what you think they're gonna do there?
What you mean? Anybody know anything about this? I ain't never heard nobody buying out of mandatory.
Well, yeah,
other than step aside money.
Yeah, step aside money from the mandatories.
Okay.
If Floyd thinks any kind of way that
step aside to fight who though?
I don't know.
Isaac Cruz?
No, not again. I wouldn't think. But if Floyd thinks that Tank's got any way of losing that fight, he ain't gonna let him fight. You know that.
Really?
No way.
Why
man.
is that?
Floyd ain't gonna let his boy lose. Sure.
I mean, he lost the champ before.
I don't know.
I mean, they lost Mickey Baby. Mickey Baby was a guy that they didn't think.
But why he ain't letting them fight now, though? Why he ain't getting good fights now?
Or what about my guy Badu Jet? Badu Jet was supposed to fight Pascal for the remake and then when Pascal popped hot, he couldn't fight. I think he should have got stripped, and the belt automatically goes to Badu Jack and whoever, or you know what I'm saying? Or Badu Jack force that belt tonight. Stripped immediately. The belt is still on the line. You are no longer the champ. You just got popped dirty.
Yeah.
So now tonight, the fans still get a championship fight, but now it's gonna be Badu Jack versus whoever the next man in line is. Next man up. Go ahead. Anybody think I'm crazy? Rich, let me get you in on this conversation. How you feel about that?
Wait, about which part?
About cleaning the sport up, bro. Like, is my audio good right here, or do I need to lean closer?
No, you good because you're speaking over a couple points. That's why I want to get what.
I just don't know because I'm leaning back from the mic. I ain't right on it like this. Pause. So I feel like when these guys pop dirty, suspension is not enough. Like, we got to make these fines heavy, bro. Like, for when these guys pop dirty, to clean the sport, to sanitize the sport. Got to keep the sport clean. When guys pop dirty, they shouldn't still get the, you know what I'm saying? Like, the belt is gone. And that guy, like Badu Jack, he should have been fighting Pascal. I think that was on the undercard for Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Was it Mayweather versus Logan Paul? Yeah, that was the rematch. Pascal popped dirty. Badu Jack ended up fighting somebody who came in there and laid down. They didn't make that fight a title shot. Badu Jack should have been fighting the next man up. The title is on the line. Pascal, you suspended. And I think they need to hit these guys to make it they hurt their pockets. 18 months minimum. 18 months, 2 years minimum. Let you know what it feel like for a couple Christmas times and a couple Thanksgivings. Excuse me. Miss a couple kids' birthdays, anniversary trips with your family without that money, baby. The penalties for popping dirty is too light. It's a whole nother episode that we need to do, but I want you to speak on it right here because we kind of went off. But he was like Mayweather wouldn't put him in there if he thought he would lose. I mean, Badu Jack don't been in there in a couple fights and lost. Got it back, lost again. They keep putting him in there. He a warrior.
Yeah, no, I think that the sport does need to be cleaned up. And the inconsistencies has to stop. Like even looking back at how all over the place the sport is, where you see where Canelo, when he had his incident, these fools just suspend him, but he remained champ. And that shit was wrong is all outdoors. And also being that the fight was still on the table for him. So there was no real punishment. And that's the one issue. And I think that's the one issue why people won't let the Canelo thing go. And it's because there was no lesson learned in that situation. And as you see moving forward with the same sanction organization, and also brings you back to the point I was made by Rolly, and also about the swayed standards in which they show from people from down in that country. Now they can get away with stuff, rules
Honduras?
From Mexico.
Okay, because you said Rolly. Okay.
No, I'm saying that I was speaking about the Rolly thing, how I brought up about with the WBA, and I was injecting that bullshit about them pulling the mandatory thing because of where he's from, but talking about how the WBC adds favors for drug cheating for people down there in Mexico. But not here in the United States could any fighter do that. But the thing back with Canelo, how when he popped hot, he remained a champion. He was put off on the shelf for 6 months, which didn't do nothing but probably allow him to train for an additional 6 months to improve his strength after that stuff got out of his system for an additional 6 months.
And it was right on time for when he normally fight.
Yeah, that's all it did. That's all they did.
Instead of you fighting in May, you pop. So now you just fight in September.
Yeah, give him more preparation, and especially because it was against a fighter he was worried about. Canelo was worried about Triple G. So all they did is brought him more time to, better prepare himself. And then you don't do anything. He's still a champion. He still holds on to the titles. His position's still the same. That's not how you.
He still was a franchise champion after that. They
and then make him a franchise.
No, he was franchised. No, he was franchised before that.
No, he wasn't be franchised before that.
He was franchised before that. That's why he fought Triple G. He dropped that belt, got franchised, fought Triple G.
No, I don't think it was that soon. No, I wasn't that soon.
Look, his next fight, when he should have been fighting Charlo, he fought Triple G.
No, it was when he started going up in them weights, when he moved up to building.
I pull up the box right. I pull up the box right.
Yeah, do that.
Because I always tell people when they say he ducked Charlo, I was like, how you duck Charlo and fight Triple G at 160?
Yeah, no, but that wasn't a franchise then, because Charlo wasn't the champion.
It was the second fight then.
It wasn't the second fight. He got remember he was doing 175 fights.
I don't know if you remember, he pouted, and I think Mauricio capitulated, acquiesced it, and bended to the will of Canelo's star power, because he said, even if and when, well, he didn't say if and when, but I added when. But he was like, when, if I added if, I meant to say. He said, when I beat Triple G, I'm gonna drop the WBC belt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it wasn't around that time, and I think that was him more of trying to make a statement of the WBC punishing him to begin with.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. We saying
they didn't franchise him. They didn't franchise him. The Triple G fights had been going already.
All right, well, let's look at the
idea comes, huh?
I said, well, I'm gonna pull it up on the screen and share it with the audience. You know me, I love the fact check. I love the fact check. Even when I'm wrong, even if I'm wrong.
But moving like forward with that, going back in the drug cheat, so you see the same thing. Then you come into Big Baby Anderson. Him fell in the test. He was knocked all the way out the damn sport.
He fell back.
Plus, he won't hold up. It don't matter how much he fell with it. You fell, you fell. It's the same thing with the Olympics. They don't care how egregious it is.
No, but this ain't the Olympics, and
But
this
no,
is pros.
it
Hold on,
ain't
let
the
me say
Olympics,
this.
but we talking about cleaning the sport. They gotta be
Absolutely.
Olympics. It's about cleaning.
Absolutely.
Mostly all sports. A tennis player cheats.
But sometimes, like with nanograms and things like that, and then when you find things and it's like, or picograms, we didn't even know what picograms were until John Jones. I was like, what is a picogram? I was like, I ain't never bought that from one of my dealers. I ain't never bought in there and say, hey man, how much you want? You want a 7? You want an 8? You want 3.5? Nah, my nigga, let me get a picogram. Nah, he ain't hearing that. Little weed joke. Somebody got it in the chat. Look, what's up? When did he fight Canelo? I mean, when did Canelo fight Triple G? September. Okay, somebody say he got franchised in 2019. So they franchised him around this time, is what he's saying. I need the exact date.
I think it's after Danny Jacobs. He fought Fielding one time, then he fought somebody else and went up to 175.
I just know when I felt like he was done with this right here.
You might as well pull up a newspaper article.
So this is for the WBC. Let's just see. So he fought him for the WBC. I just want to see when where was Charlo at on September the 16th, 2017. And him and Canelo don't have any common opponents, correct? So I'm gonna have to just type Charlo in. September the 6th, 2016. Charlo got his WBC. That's all we need to know. When he fought for that, it was already done. Jamal Charlo.
And this is what I'm gonna say. You know when Canelo got that shit? Right when he fought Anthony Yildirim, because I think that's when he made the move into taking that vacant title when David Benavidez was stripped. And you see the way in which when David Benavidez fell for cocaine, he was automatically stripped of his title and suspended.
So what did we just say? September the 6th, 2017, right?
Yeah, you showed 2017.
All right, so this is where Charlo was at. He was fighting Jorge Sebastian. He weighed 159 and a quarter. And so he vacated in 2016 after he beat Julian Williams. Or he vacated early the next year in 2017. Because that Julian Williams was his last defense at 154. He goes up to 160, weighs in a quarter under, TKOs him in 4. That's when Canelo is fighting Triple G at 160. Now, his very next fight, 2018, he fought 2018, the 4th, 2021.
For interim title. He holds the interim.
Right. That's what was supposed to happen. He was going to fight one fight for the interim. Very next fight was supposed to be against Canelo for the title.
And he got a Korobov interim middleweight title.
No. He got Cento for interim.
Yeah, but the next fight is an interim title too. He holds it.
Yeah. Okay, so the next fight is the interim. Okay, because now he won that. But he should have been fighting Canelo, or should have got that fight.
Brandon Adams is fight. So it is right. That's right there.
So 2019. So now he is, because he got elevated somewhere between 12, between these 6 months right here that passed. He got elevated, and Canelo got franchised anywhere between here and here.
So it was in 2019. It was in that year.
Yeah,
Brandon Adams was his first fight not too long right after that.
And at that point, he's defending champion. And they asked him, he was like, man, it is like, he was like, shit, I'm a champ regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's here. You know what I'm saying? People know what's up. But he should have been fighting Canelo. So what was Canelo doing so now we're going to June 29th, 2019. Let's go back.
I bet it's Yildirim. My money on Yildirim.
June 29th. Don't let me forget that, y'all. I like this. I like doing these. Let's go back to Canelo. It's Saul Alvarez. Facts only, man. Facts only. Like we do not placate to anybody's emotions, not even my own. Like we do not fanboy we will love the sport of boxing more than we love any boxer, because the sport will live on when those boxers have retired and dead and gone. So take your emotions out. Don't be too emotionally tied to none of this shit. Don't have no victim mindset. Let's just deal with the numbers, deal with facts and all facts only. So let's go to June 29th, 2019. Now around this time, he fighting Danny Jacobs. He's fighting Danny Jacobs. So when he was fighting, so while he was fighting Brandon Adams, and that's when I think this was going down. While he's fighting Brandon Adams in 2018, Canelo done moved up in weight. And he's fighting for his super middleweight title. So he's fighting at what, 168? Right? Everybody with me? That's what it is? 167 and a quarter. So he's not at 160 no more by the end of the year. Then he goes up and fights. Then he drops down in weight. So he's fighting Danny Jacobs. So he picked Danny Jacobs over Charlo, who had been at the weight longer, who had, at that point already fought Triple G and been on pay-per-view. Is that right? Or am I tripping?
It definitely sounds right. It definitely sounds like, they're trying
later
to.
on that year, fight Sergey Kovalev, goes up in weight. So this is a couple months after he's been franchised. So they let him go up in weight and fight And when you look at the payday, I know they say thou shalt not pocket watch it, but we did this pocket watch. You know how much they paid him for Triple G and how much they paid him for Sergey? Man, they probably paid him like $20 million for Sergey Kovalev, bro.
Yikes.
$20 million. Both fights with Triple G was $5 million. They paying him $20 million. Was anybody about to pay Canelo $20 million for Charlo back then?
Hell no. Ain't about to pay him $20 million for that now.
I can pull up what he got for Danny Jacobs. Man, boxing is a business. Charlo had not been proven at 160. The kid Brandon Adams was from the what's the fighter show that they had? He was from that show, right? Contender, right?
Yeah. Hey, Mark, I got to bounce, man. Shout out to the neighborhood, man.
Plug your album and plug.
Little my brother Clips.
What's going on, Reggie?
Plug that new album you got.
Yeah, the before and after party too. That guy Eclipse. It's on all streaming platforms. That guy Eclipse 330 is the YouTube channel as well as the Instagram. Man, great show. Shout out to Uncle Kenny. Shout out to Reggie. Shout out to the hardest working man in YouTube, Marq Nash. I'll be in the chat. Y'all guys be blessed. Love all y'all. Catch you on the next run.
Peace, my brother. God bless. Good call.
Yes, sir. God bless, bro.
Peace.
Appreciate you, man. Yo, I got a lot of video drops I did with Clips. We did some pre-recordings. We did about a 2-hour conversation, and we just chopped it up and went through some topics. I'm gonna be editing those tonight and dropping the rest of those tomorrow. Hopefully, YouTube. Hey, Reg, I got my strike removed, baby. Already.
See, I told you they was gonna remove it.
Oh man, they didn't remove it just about removing it just for the sake of
it. No, when you appeal it,
I didn't have an appeal option. I had an option to mine was, I've had a situation where they say, hey, you can dispute this, but once you do this, you start an illegal claim. That's what it said.
Man, I did that shit on the video, and that's how I got my. Is that how I got my termination strike? I forget. I had got my first strike on one.
So they just let it go.
No, I end up rather than deleting, they gave me the option to just delete it, and they gave me that other one to dispute it. I disputed that shit. Them fools hit me with a strike.
So, and then you dispute, and then you clicked it again, and they took the strike away.
Hell no, that mug stay on it. It wasn't like the one for that. The one what yours was for. Like I told you, when the Zone did that shit to everybody when AJ fought Andy Ruiz, and a lot of people put the they were setting up their shows for the to go live, and they was striking everybody like hours before you even went live and shit.
Yeah, man. I think I was just getting too lit, Reg. I had like over 2,800 people in here, man. But I was using their official thumbnail. And I think that's what the problem was. And but yeah, man, I sent them an email and I just told them to make a retraction. Well, I asked them to make a retraction. But you know what the next step was me to go through the process. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I didn't use their audio, I didn't use their video. But even when I did use that, like the verses, when I got a strike for verses, bro, I was straight up streaming verses. You know what I'm saying? And I still got them to remove that strike too. And that was Apple. So it's a way you can write that email, bro. And there's things you can say in that email. And yeah, man. And people will work with you. And you can get that strike removed. You don't have to wait that 90 days. Or you can fight it. Me, they went right along with me. So shout out to Showtime CBS. I would never use your thumbnails again on my broadcast. But yo, man, we was lit. We was almost at 3,000 people in that motherfucker, man. Took me right off the air. Last topic I had on the docket, because I ain't gonna keep y'all here all night. Because we did get off of the Rolly thing, but congratulations to Rolly, right? We all agreed that Rolly does deserve this chance. Are we gonna buy the fight though?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to see this fight. Hell yeah, I am.
Uncle Kenny.
Bruh.
You gonna buy the fight?
Yes. I want to see this one. Yeah, I want to see this fight.
How much you gonna pay for it?
Shit. Up to $49.99, I guess.
Oh, you ain't gonna buy this fight. You're gonna be watching it with me. They ain't give you. They ain't about to give you that. Reg, how much you gonna pay for this fight?
No, I'm not tripping on the price on this one. That Keith Thurman shit is the one I'm tripping on.
So you'll pay $80 for this?
Nah, they can't go that high on me. They probably can't even do 75 with me. But I'm definitely watching.
$74.99, Reg. $74.99. That's $80. You know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in Nevada, so I don't pay that. Well, that shit's some federal. I don't know how that shit work. But I'm not paying no $80 for that.
That's
shit.
federal. That's communication fee. They Comcast and Direct.
Yeah, they
come
probably
charge
add
you
all them fees on my head.
It's after a $75 pay-per-view after tax. And one thing I do like is one of these pay-per-views I bought, and it won't no tax. I think it was it might have been ESPN pay-per-view. It won't no tax. It was a flat fee on my pay-per-view. I was on Ness show. He had me co-hosting over here on the Boston Boys. Shout out to Ness, appreciate you. But he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "I paid tax," and I was like, "Yo, that shit didn't even come out right away." But then I had to check again. It did come out right away, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't no tax. Hey, look, before we go to this Anthony Joshua saying, "Hey, I ain't taking no step aside money" topic. What do you think of Showtime, Reg? I ain't get your take on this. Showtime on their official website had King Tug at 120 wins. 120 wins. He only got 12 wins, bro. I mean, the 0 and the 2 ain't even right beside each other on the keyboard. How they do that?
Man, they gonna blame it on COVID. The full-time editor called out for being sick, and they put an intern in place of the full-time editor, and the intern grabbed the wrong record up off a box rec. Didn't realize he hit AM instead of pro when looking up Tugger Stout's record, and that's what happened. The intern messed it up.
Shout out to my guy G Hizzy. He said, "I'll buy the fight. Depends on who's on the undercard." All right, let me wrench up G Hizzy on this backup channel. Appreciate you, man. Let's get into this, man. Anthony Joshua is out here saying bullshit. A lot of people out here saying, "I'm gonna take step aside money." Let's play the audio. You already know how we do. While I queue up the audio, Uncle Kenny, have you heard this story?
Yeah, I heard two different prices though. I heard 20 million and then I heard 15 million.
15 million is euros. 20 million is American dollars.
Oh, okay. Well, I was hoping he would step aside so Usyk could get that shot. I think Usyk's got a better chance of beating Fury. myself. You know, that's my opinion.
All right, good opening statement. Before I play the clip, Reg, give me your opening statement on Anthony Joshua calling BS on this step aside money.
Well, I do like the fact that he did step out there to put an end to all rumors and stating that if it doesn't come from him, it's not accurate. And also kind of putting the foot down on if Eddie Hearn is behind a lot of this shit going on. We're trying to put that out. And because he's looking at it as if his name is being tarnished with the thought, oh, he's a coward. He's trying to run away and get out this fight. But then again, it may be a smarter move for him to get out the way of this fight. And if the to secure it later down the line, $15 or $20 million payment for a step aside is a significant amount of money, and especially to step aside from a fight that you may end up losing. Give yourself a little bit more time to prepare for that fight against that dude. Maybe go in there and just take a stay busy fight in between that time and be ready to go. Because he ain't like AJ will make a stupid mistake if he took the money and sat and waited for the winner. He has to get a stay busy fight. But that money will secure him. He takes a fight, get paid for that fight as well, and then wait for the winner. So he can strategize his plan and make it into a lucrative plan for him while trying to improve what he is, because he's still looking for a coach. So he can't just run into this matchup going through this coach change and all this stuff, especially at that high level of a fight and that significant of a fight. He needs to buy himself some time. So he's gonna probably come out here and be like, now it's official. I stepped aside.
Oh, so you think it's official that he still might step aside?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's play the audio, and I want the fans to react to it.
You know what's bad about all these interviews I see? I see certain interviews that quote what I said. I think to myself, I ain't done no interviews.
Stop right there. He said it's interviews that's quoting what he says, but he ain't done no interviews. Anybody want to react to that part?
They ain't got nothing on video from him, so it's true.
All right, Uncle Kenny, what you?
Yeah, I ain't seen nothing about him saying anything. So it must be true. Yeah.
I looked at this part.
That's to get this information from. I'm hearing people saying AJ accepts 15 million to step aside. I ain't signed no contract. I ain't seen no contract.
Kenny, he's calling Bush. He calling bull. He said, I ain't seen no contract. I ain't signed no contract. Where's this coming from?
I think to myself, I ain't done no interviews. That's to get this information from. I'm hearing people saying AJ accepts 15 million to step aside. I ain't signed no contract. I ain't seen no contract. So as it stands, stop listening to the bullshit until it comes from me. I'm the man in control of my destiny. I'm the man that handles my business. I'm a smart individual, and I make calculated decisions every step of the way.
He says, I'm a smart individual. I make calculated decisions every step of the way. Uncle Kenny,
basically, Eddie don't run shit.
Don't listen to the bullshit from other sources. If I tell you something, then you know it's real.
He said, when I tell you something, you know it's real. I like it. Go ahead, Uncle Kenny, talk to
me. Yeah, that sounds good right there. But if they do offer him that 20 million, he needs to take it. He don't want to jump in there with Fury, man. Fury's 6'9". That's a big old dude, man. I don't know.
Joshua's 6'7" though, bro, ain't he?
Is he really 6'7"?
6'6", 6'7". He's 6'6", 6'7".
Hell, then, goddamn.
He ain't no little dude neither, bro.
He might have a better shot than you Uzyk's got there. Damn. I just want somebody in there to beat that son of a bitch's ass. I can't stand Fury. I hate his ass, so I want somebody to beat his ass. So whoever's got the best shot, they need to go for it.
Go for it, Reg.
Yeah, no, I just think it's him throwing this shit at everybody who thinks they run his career and try to pull deals without putting him in it, putting information out there to other people rather than him, and him making it be known. Like, almost to me, like Eddie don't run shit over here. Eddie's opinion to y'all don't mean shit. Unless you hear it from me, Don't even listen to shit that Eddie got to say. Don't listen to none of the sources. So that also tells me that he listens to a lot of what he hears on YouTube as well, because everybody got a goddamn source on YouTube, and the information ends up not being true all the time. So he pays attention to what's going on. He knows what's thrown out here about fighters that happen to not be true, and he don't want his name caught up in that. But that's my thoughts on that.
Well, look, man, that's all I got for this one, man. This has been a hell of a show. And yeah, I can land the plane here. My final thoughts on this is, let's hear it one more time before I do this.
Like what I said. You know what's bad about all these interviews I see? I see certain interviews that quote what I said. I think to myself, I ain't done no interviews. Where did this person get this information from? I'm hearing people saying AJ accepts 15 million to step aside. I ain't signed no contract. I ain't seen no contract. So as it stands, stop listening to the bullshit until it comes from me. I'm the man in control of my destiny. I'm the man that handles my business. I'm a smart individual, and I make calculated decisions every step of the way. Don't listen to the bullshit from other sources. If I tell you something, you know it's real.
All right, there you have it. I'll say this. I did not hear him say clearly, I ain't taking no step aside money. I want my belts back. I did not hear him say what Wilder was saying, yo, I want it in blood, or I want, you heard what I said, off with his head. It will be bloodshed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, Wilder trying to put some bars together. Got some bars for me. All right, nigga, let's get it. Now, I ain't hear none of that. He was like, I'm a smart man, smart individual. And he looked chubby as hell in this picture, too. Maybe it's because he don't got no facial hair, really, but he looked chubby as hell in this video. I'll put, I think the link for this description, so you guys can do your own research, is already in the description block. If not, I'll add it so you guys can see it on your own. With that said, man, that's all I got for this one. I'm on to the next one. I'm gonna look for this video. I'm gonna re-upload this on the main channel, and I'll leave the chat open so you guys can see it there. I'll release this in the morning, 7 a.m., so you guys can have something to ride to if you don't see this episode. Or if you, yeah, I'll probably take the episode down here. So if you missed the live, you got to watch the main channel to see what we talked about. So they should have me squared away by tomorrow. So our Wednesday show should be good. Uncle Kenny, damn, Siri. I said something made Siri think I'm trying to talk to her. Shut up, bitch. All right. Uncle Kenny, take us home, man, and we're going to let Reggie close this out. Thank you so much for your support. Give me your final thought on anything that we talked about, whether we was talking about the robbery and the racism or lack thereof, or, you know.
I don't think there was any racism in that fight, man. I don't think so. He just got beat, man. He got beat from he tried to fight with one arm, you know. And he just got beat, you know. That's what I think he did. I watched it twice so far now, so you know, I just think he got beat. The guy tried to fight another guy with one arm, man. You're not gonna win many times with one arm, you know. He made it close though. He's a warrior, man. He got out there and fought. That was pretty cool. I got a lot of respect for that. But as far as this, everybody needs to go to your website, Marq Nash's website, and buy some Mercs. Buy this stuff. This is nice stuff, man. You'll get a lot of comments on the street. You'll get a lot of comments on the street with this stuff here. Because people will be wanting to know what the hell them words are.
Like, what can I say? Nigger, bitch.
Yeah.
No, hey, no. That's not what it say.
You got everybody trying to figure out what words is what, you know? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But if you in a melting pot city, like go downtown Atlanta, you'll find everywhere you go, somebody is gonna find their country word on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've had two people already recognize the writing. Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, hey, that's my
two people already, yeah. Two people already told me exactly what it said. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a conversation piece. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your support. I'll put the promo code on the screen. Uncle Kenny, you got anything you want to plug and promote before I let you go?
Nope, not at all.
Well, Uncle Kenny, thank you so much for supporting the show. Again, like I tell you guys, the viewers, the guys like you who joined the panel, who actually contribute to the show, you are the best part of the show. So thank you. Hey, and it's all love on support. Hey, Uncle Kenny, one thing though, wipe your camera off though when the show over, because man, you don't smoke that thing all the way out. Ain't nothing but Newports and marijuana smoke on that camera lens. You got to go in there. Yeah, you got to go in there. You got to go in there. You know what I'm saying? When that thing off a little bit. You look blurry as hell. You like you smoking right.
Blurry for me, yeah. It's blurry to me.
Yeah. Just go on there. Every now and then you got to wipe it off.
There it goes. It's better now, right there.
Every now and then you got to wipe it off a little bit.
Yeah.
It's all love.
All right,
But thank
cool,
you so
man.
much.
Yes,
Hey, look,
sir.
I'll see you on the next episode. Look for the pop-up episodes dropping very soon, but also look for the quick video drops. Everybody. Reggie O with the Killer Show all the way from Vegas by way of South Central Los Angeles. Take us home, Reg. Tell us everything you got going on your amazing channel.
Man, appreciate that, man.
Man, you dope,
man,
bro. I respect you, bro.
Oh, thank you, man. Man, just doing my regular impromptu live streams from work. So I'll jump on there anytime I catch me a break and jump on, do a quick live, depending on what if there's political news out there, some boxing news. I'll jump on there to talk about it. Especially I'm gonna start doing more often now that I got a new phone. I ain't gotta deal with that other phone that was glitching on me. So we'll be definitely doing more lives from work. And I've kind of been enjoying these impromptu lives.
What
And
new phone you got, man? I need to step my game up. I need a new phone too. What you got?
That iPhone 13, I'm still getting used to it. It's been pissing me off because they didn't change so much shit. Because I didn't know I had that phone that damn long. The phone I had was
the iPhone
way
3?
outdated. Man, damn near the 7. So I'm tripping like, where the hell the button? I kind of liked that damn button down there where you put your fingerprint over it. They ain't got that shit, so I'm getting adjusted to it. So I'm so far behind on this on that shit. But I kind of liked that 7. But this one, I'm gonna hold on to this shit for another 7-8 years because that's just me. If some shit ain't broke, I ain't about to change it.
So do you delete after you make a video? Because you got to download little pictures, right, to do it. So after you do that, do you just delete those to get space back on the phone?
Yeah, and that was the thing. I was running out of space on that phone. I use that phone so much the camera was burnt out. Man, if I turned the camera on, that shit got to shaking. But now with this new phone, they got so much storage space. I'm gonna be good for a minute.
The camera was like, just start getting tremors. Like, leave me alone.
And that shit was going through turbulence, man.
Yeah,
that shit was all whacked out. I burnt the whole system out. Then the like when you talk, man, if somebody called me, my phone wouldn't work. Like I couldn't talk to them, I couldn't hear them. I burnt the speakers out. Some days the headphones work, some days they wouldn't.
Yeah, you had to get a new phone, bro. So,
so
I need to look into the iPhone 13, but you said it's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's good. It's just getting adjusted to the changes they made on the phone because I had the other phone for so damn long. But
plug your channel.
So I'm gonna be plugging. Well, I'm gonna be on the same shit. It don't change nothing, but it's just gonna be. I got more to run with, so I can do more of my lives from my phones. But boxing conversation.
I'm sorry. Final thoughts. Give me your final thoughts on the fanboys screaming robbery, racism after every loss.
Man, some of these fanboys, to be honest, need to go ahead and scrap their damn channels, go into doing some other kind of shit. Maybe get into the what's that little shit the little girls do with the little cheerleading shit and they flipping. Some of these dudes may need to cover them little girls doing backflip with pom-poms and shit. Cry about that stuff. But get away from boxing, man. I think some of the older cats who do more of the historian type shit, people who really cover the aspects of boxing, step it up. I think that's what the people of the boxing world wants to hear, not this back and forth crying about who disagreed with them and they racist because they was white and they said they disagreed with you. Or they was Filipino and they said they Filipino fighter was gonna win. Don't deem them as no fucking racist. And these dudes go overboard with playing the boy who cried wolf. That's what these motherfuckers is. The boys who cried wolf. That's all they are. Boys crying wolf. It ain't nothing that there's no basis behind any of these claims. Anytime a certain fighter they like lose, it's the excuse to blame or somebody setting them up and one didn't want them to win. It's fucking boxing. They're supposed to throw people at you who they don't want to see. I mean, not that they don't want to see you not win against, but it's boxing. And they throw you against an opponent and that opponent is supposed to step in there and want to upset everybody. Oh, you think I'm an underdog? Every fucking boxer that goes in here with a fan favorite is supposed to go in there like Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson. That's what the sport is. The sport ain't to just carry people on and set it easy so that they win everything. These fools are so caught in this fucking falsified blackness, which is just diluted ass crybabyism and victimized. Victim victim mindsets is all that shit is. But wish a lot of them would leave this damn great sport of boxing and carry that crybaby shit somewhere else. But that's all I got.
All right, give me your final thoughts on Rolly getting a second chance, and what the former heavyweight champion, former two-time heavyweight champion had to say about the bullshit. So Rolly and then AJ.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to see Rolly get his opportunity, and I think it should be a entertaining fight. But I can't wait to see the outcome of those two getting in the ring together, man. The shit gonna be some comical shit, but it's probably gonna turn into some shit that Tank is gonna take as some serious shit. And like I said, I think he's gonna stop Rolly. Rolly got way too many holes in his game and can easily be hit by a strong puncher like Tank. But then again, I don't know where Rolly's punch resistance, how well Rolly will take a punch, Tank punch. So maybe I'll take that out that he'll get knocked out. But I ultimately do think Tank will beat him. Tank is very, very skilled boxer. He's not just a knockout puncher, even though we see him with the ability to stop damn near anyone he gets in the ring with. But his ability to box, you've seen his ability to box with one hand, his ability to avoid, his ability to hit and not get hit. When he was in there against Isaac Cruz, when the hand went out, so he showed some toughness, some great abilities. We seen Rolly get outclassed by someone with good boxing. The same thing can happen here. Tank got something to keep Rolly up off of him, keep Rolling thinking. And Tank got to watch out because Rolly does throw big hammering shots. So Rolly can turn things around because if one punch changes everything. So he can do something. If he does that shit, that will be a wow. And that's what's so intriguing about that fight and why I will buy it. I feel that if I don't buy it, that's the second that Rolly end up pulling off some fucking upset of the fucking last decade type shit. AJ, it's cool to see him come out here, get ahead of rumors that are being put out about him. People acting as if he was the person that put it out and he let it be known. I ain't interviewing none of these damn people. If it ain't come from me, the shit ain't true. And I rock with that. But I think ultimately he's gonna take that damn money to step aside. But that's my final thoughts.
Oh shit, he gonna take the money. All right, now let's plug this dope ass channel. Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens. What other channels you got, bro?
My politics and news with Reggie Owens, and my what's that shit called? My reading with Reggie Owens, and my Instagram, Reggie76544. Just Reggie76544, my Instagram page.
Yeah, man, your IG be getting lit, man. A lot of stuff on your Instagram that you can't show on YouTube. So I appreciate you, man, for everything that you do. We disagree sometimes, but at the end of the day, we can disagree respectfully. We do not have to be up here arguing. And you know what, Reggie? When I go to Vegas, I'm going to bring the AK to where you stay. Pull up, nigga. I'm going to do bruh.
Hey, nobody better ever say what they going to bring to Vegas. Because if we have to go there, we'll go there, and they'll fucking be at that airport.
Okay, I'll check his Facebook. And his YouTube channel out. Put his YouTube channel up, Adonis. I'll check him out. Put his YouTube channel in the link. All right. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Just because we disagree on boxing, well, bro, you want to take it to violence. You want to take me from my family, or you want me to take you from your family. Because it can go both ways. It's not no guarantee it's gonna go your way. You feel me?
Exactly. Ain't no one-way shit in this. A fool be a damn fool thinking he just gonna have his way with somebody. And like I said, a person who will make those threats, like I said, I'll be kicking back. I'll be chilling, but I'm gonna speak my point. If a person got that much of a problem with what I say and come off with some threatening shit and want to be on some shit like that, I'll make sure you be at that motherfucking airport. That's my statement on that type of shit for these fucking YouTube channel gangsters.
Absolutely. Well, man, I'll be on the lookout. Make sure you follow Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens. Make sure you click that notification bell so you'll be the first one to get the latest and greatest with everything that he's doing, because he don't really have no schedule. You never know, so you don't want to miss it. So like, comment, subscribe. Reggie, thanks for your time and energy, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll see you on the next one. Well, I'll see you
Right
next time
on.
we're live. Peace. Shout out to Reggie Owens, man. Dope ass brother right there. Let me see, man. Anything else out here we need to talk about? Anything else? Adonis said, I'm just a follower, sir. You could okay, so yeah, but I'll check them out, man. It's all good. I'll check them out. I'll go back and look at this. So what's his name again? Let me make sure I put it on the screen again. He told me to check out Podcast. Check them out. Contact them. I'll contact them. Let's see if we can do a collaboration episode. Queen P got it right there in the chat. See, boom. That's how we give it up. So love and support. With that said, man, anybody got anything else we need to talk about? Everybody had a chance to put their link out, right? Because we're going to go and land this plane. We had a good show, had a great show. We'll be back on the regular channel any day now. Should be tomorrow, but definitely I believe they had this figured out by Wednesday. But he was like, do a collaboration with a Filipino sports blogger. That would be great. I was like, yeah, man, we had one here earlier. Yeah, we was talking about that earlier, and we had my guy Transcendent Sports Channel. He's our Filipino brother, aka Carlo, and yeah, he's from the Philippines. Been following the show for over a year, so he's definitely our brother. So, and you are our brother too, and you've been for a minute too. So we'll rent you up. Make sure you follow us on the main page. It's Marq Nash without the word live. It's Marq Nash without the word live, but follow both pages. So next time they get me with another strike, y'all will be over here because the show ain't gonna stop. You got to find a way to keep moving it, keep pressing forward. So thank everybody for their time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your love and support. Hey, look, love yourself. And if not, hey, guess what? I love you and God loves you too, all right? It's a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. You know why? Because life is serious enough. If you like the content, you want to support the content, you can support the content by clicking subscribe, clicking that like button. You can join our Breaking Beats Facebook page. We got a Facebook page. You can join the Facebook page, add your content. We don't even have it set up where some people you gotta join that group and you gotta answer a questionnaire. We ain't got none of that. You can join the group instantly, start putting your content up, and we'll help spread it out there to the rest of the neighborhood. Also, you can go to marqnash.com if you want to support that show, support the show that way. We'll greatly appreciate it. We got merch up there. You can buy this shirt right here. It says, "What can I say?" in a lot of different languages. I designed this myself. I designed this a long time ago, but it wasn't for a shirt. It was actually for an album, a single cover. So check the description block. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, I don't follow you back on Facebook. Join the group. Facebook, leave me alone. Because people start taking my grandmama's pictures and my baby pictures. And I'm like, hey, you went too far, homie. In a boxing conversation. Also, if you go to marqnash.com, put in that promo code, all caps, with the number 27, you can get 15% off. So that's enough where your shipping is free, but also you will get some discount on the actual price. So yeah, I think that's everything. That's everything. Shout out to Lance. Lance, let me rent you up over here too. We're on the backup page right now, Lance. But I appreciate you. And Adonis, I appreciate you as well. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home to all my neighbors. Yeah, I think that's it, y'all. Look for a drop. I'm gonna finish editing these videos, the clips and I did. So I'm gonna be dropping those in the middle of the night tonight until I'm done. That's what we're gonna do with the rest of the time tonight instead of doing like a live to about 4 a.m. Y'all know we do the late night show. So sometimes we go to like 4 a.m, 3 a.m. So I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna be editing and dropping content on both channels, on the main channel and this one as well. So go over and click like twice. How about that? I think that's it. Somebody just, okay. Gary Yancey. No relation to Gary Russell. Gary Yancey Thank you so much for the $5 cash app.
I got 5 on it.
And it says watching on YouTube. So yeah, shout out to YouTube. Thank you for everybody who allowed me to put their content in different groups on YouTube as well. So I believe that's it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. I'm done with this. I'm done with it. So don't look for me to, unless any new news happens, any new news happens. Far as this guy getting caught where he popped on the drug test, or if he don't pop on the drug test, they don't review the scores, they don't change nothing. We done with this. He lost. We got to move forward. We got to move forward for the sake of the sport. We got to move forward, family. And it's all about what's next for Gary Russell, what's next for MAGSAYO. It's all about what's next. But we cannot belabor this point. We cannot use racism as a crutch. Some of these people seem like they want to be oppressed so bad that they try to make everything a racial issue. I'm not one of them, homie. I'm not one of them. But if you disagree, hey, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your man, Marq Nash. Another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. Always remember, dreams require sleep. Goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. I'm about to keep getting mine. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
This that squad
Another one down in the books. I see y'all on Wednesday. Wednesday, 10 o'clock. Wednesday, 10 o'clock. Wednesday, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Wednesday, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is our next scheduled show. I might do a pop-up before then, but that's our next scheduled show. I love y'all, and God loves you too.